have a really cool guest today on the show. If you're over the age of 50, you've seen him. If you're around a TV, if you're around the movie theaters, you've seen this man. His name, James McEachin. And it's an esteemed pleasure to have this man who fought for our country. And I kid you not, I'm not overhyping this. I mean, there's not a TV show that was worthy of watching that he was not in. Yeah. Including Play Misty for Me, Clint Eastwood, and a couple John Wayne, the Duke movies. James McEachin in a few minutes. In fact, in this segment here on Outlaw Radio.
He was in Hello Dolly, too, man.
Oh, yeah, he was in every good production.
And he's a decorated war hero, Silver Star, Purple Heart.
No, he's... Anyway, I love this man.
Yeah.
I think we got a wild one in James McEachin in just a few minutes. But first, my gay entertainment friend, and I only preface that by telling you that, yes, I lean to the right, but old Magic Matt has friends who are gay. See? Disproving that myth. What's the myth? We don't like gay people. We do like gay people. We like all people as long as they're not idiot sticks. Gar Lester, get to this story because you've been champing at the bit. Something bad happened to you. Get it off your chest from Bakersfield. Bakersfield.
First of all, hello to everybody. If you take a second, let me introduce you to all our friends at the VIP Lounge.
Yeah, we don't have a second. Gar, just get on with it, and we'll see if we do at the end of the story. So what came down there in the always friendly town that I have found to be friendly, Bakersfield, Cali?
It was as awful as it could be. We were in a buffet, and these people, and I'm not going to, I will play the race card at this time.
Now, Gar Lester, you're not going to tell me it was awful as can be because the interior was not painted mauve. You're not. All right.
Now you're sick.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Gar, it happened. It happened in a restaurant in Bakersfield. Go ahead.
Yep. And they had a kid that was screaming, terribly screeching, running around, and Curtis walked by them in the buffet. And
now hold on a second. Curtis is your spousal equivalent. Curtis, you're
29 years.
29 years together. Okay. Go ahead, Gar.
Yep. And so the lady says, "Do you have a problem with this?" And Curtis says, "Yeah, a little bit."
Yes, same.
The F words came out.
By the way, Gar, same thing I would say. In fact, I would probably be less diplomatic than your buddy there.
Well, everybody, let me share this with you. We were there, we had our dinner, and they came by and started again, and the woman started with a racist and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. She came over to your table? She went out of her way to your table to berate you?
Yes.
Okay, and why is she calling you a racist? What color is she?
Dark. African American.
Okay, because she's a black woman, then any white man or woman that has a problem with her screaming friggin' kids that she should keep under control as a good mother, then you're a racist because she asked you the question, did she not? She asked you, is this bothering you?
Well, no, then she asked a question. Then she threw a drink at Curtis.
Whoa.
I got up to try and de-escalate the situation.
Wow.
And she threw a hot tray of food at me.
Whoa! Whoa! Were the cops called?
No, because the cops wouldn't have come.
Now, wait a second. So cops were called?
No, because they wouldn't have come. This is what we live in today. Yes. This is where we live today. They wouldn't have come.
Now wait.
We live in the easy on crime society.
So they didn't. You didn't call because your feeling is that they would not have come for such a in their eyes a ridiculous thing. It ain't a murder, right?
Hold on. I'm gonna put Trandy on for 1 second.
Okay. Who is this? Put Tranny on?
Jamie.
Jamie. Okay. Yeah, I never know what's going down there in Bakersfield.
No, you don't know.
No.
Hey, Matt?
Yes.
This is Sandy. She has an opinion. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Wait, a woman with an opinion?
Sandy?
Here in Bakersfield,
Yes, Sandy.
they would not have come because the only reason they come out to a call is if you tell them that you've seen a weapon.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Is that not?
interesting.
Now,
So,
that hot plate of food could have been considered a weapon.
of course, no. Do you understand that by law, water splashed in your face is considered a weapon?
Yeah, ashtrays are considered weapons. That's my sister.
Of course we know that. But I had hot food thrown at me.
Too much stuff going on there.
Yeah. Well, you know the
Was it
good.
tasty?
Well, yeah. How did it taste? I mean, did she hit you in the head?
Exactly. And I said that. I said, as they were walking Matt, you've known me 20 years.
Yes.
And I don't play that game.
No, you don't. No. This Gar Lester is a good guy. He's not looking for trouble. And if posed with a question, is my kid screaming bothering me? I would say, yeah, absolutely. Get the little mutt out of here.
Well, all right. So now let me tell you, there's a Filipino family next to us.
Oh no,
with
Filipinos.
4 kids.
Yeah, I love the Filipinos. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. The listener gets nothing out of this if they can't understand the conversation.
All right.
So Filipino neighbors sitting there, and what happened?
Yeah. So they saw it. They brought us napkins and water and asked us if we were okay.
Sweet.
And the kids were so well behaved. It wasn't even funny.
Yes, because they have major IQs and they work really hard in school.
They also beat the hell out of their kids. No, I'm kidding.
No, they don't.
No, they have integrity.
Give the man a cigar.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what. No, you're right. Tattoo Dave. They have a modicum of integrity.
They still raise their children as they should be raised.
Yes. Good for those Filipino. Here's to Filipinos everywhere.
So here's my question.
Yes.
Here's my question to every outlaw listener.
All right, Gar Lester.
Why is it that it's okay for black people to do that? Why is the race card always played? Why can't they be respectful? And why couldn't a woman have said, "I'm sorry, my kid's bothering you"?
Yeah.
Walked away.
Well, because there's such a thing as diplomacy that doesn't exist in this day and age. It's like try to get a little service on the phone with a financial or even a restaurant, for God's sakes. You know, there is no service. No one has decorum. All bets are off. And if I may be so bold and really go out on a ledge here, it's the left. It's the left. Ask that broad who she voted for. I guarantee it wasn't Trump. I guarantee you. And it has nothing to do with the color of her skin, but it has everything to do with her lack of decorum.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And we're easy on crime.
Yeah. Well, of course, yes. And by the way, I won bingo twice in the last 20 seconds. Yeah, this is a good day. All right. Hey, Gar Lester, thank you for checking in. I'm sorry. I am sorry that happened to you. But
before I go,
yes,
we want to invite you to do a live show in our backyard.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as you paint the backyard mauve.
Yep.
What is a live
Brother,
show?
I love you, brother. I love everybody that's on Outlaw Radio.
All right.
Ronnie Shell, if you're listening,
Yeah.
I love you too.
Hey, we got the great James McEachin on the show today. He's been in every. You know James McEachin.
I sure do, Scotty.
Yeah. Did you say Scotty?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. But Gar Lester, ladies and gentlemen, on Outlaw Radio. I love that guy. And let me explain now. Why is he still there, Laura?
He said he loves you too.
Oh, I love him. I love him as well. Let me explain to Lori what a live show is. It's when we broadcast from a location and it's
Oh.
live on the air.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to Bakersfield.
Lori, I'm with you. When he said that, I thought, what kind of a show is he going to put on for us?
I did. Oh, is that
You do a
what?
puppet show back there?
Oh, is that what
Maybe
you
he's gonna
heard?
do a live show for us.
Oh, is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
That's what I thought.
Lori heard.
I'm like, what's happening here?
You know,
Doing a mime act?
I think they banned those shows in San Francisco. I think
Not Bakersfield.
Yeah. No.
I was a little concerned.
Okay. A couple details we got to get to before James McEachin gets in here. And let me, if you're scratching your noggin, well, I don't know. Gosh, I don't know his name, Matt. You don't have to know his name. Let me tell you some of the stuff that he was in. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Okay. How about I'll name 5. McMillan and Wife, The Rockford Files, Ironside, Play Misty for Me, Adam 12, Mannix. Okay, that's 6. And that's a thumbnail sketch of this man who hates acting and hates Hollywood.
Yeah, he does.
He does, man. You know why? Because he's a smart man. James McEachin is one of the more intelligent guys that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing for almost 30 years now.
He's still asking me when I'm going to leave you so he can take me with him.
Well, that was a long time ago, so what are you waiting for, Laura? Hello. Hello. All right, couple details. I want to say happy birthday to my friend Rodney Allen Rippey.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of black guys.
Oh, boy.
Well, there's a theme to this show today.
Yep.
It's like almost a black murder in Bakersfield. James McEachin is on the show, and my buddy Rodney Allen Rippey turns. I don't know what he turned, but I think he's certainly in his 50s now.
Like that jumbo jack.
Yeah,
Jumbo
Lori,
jack.
you got a couple of those Rodney
I
little
do.
ditties? Okay, let's hear Rodney Allen Rippey, our friend. Happy birthday. Oh, if this doesn't make you happy, and if this doesn't make you hungry, come on.
There's a world out there just waiting for you.
Yeah,
So much to see and so much to do.
that's Rodney singing.
Open your eyes, take in a view, and latch onto life.
Baby.
Don't get upset,
54.
things get you down. Life is too short for
Don't have a cow.
Head for the hills, get out of
I guess
town,
have a cow,
and latch onto
right?
life.
Because that's what they serve.
Take life
This is the money shot. Easier. And then comes. Those are the good old days when I was just a youngin'. All right, enough of that, Laura. Let's go to Rodney number 2. And he's never been number 2 in my book. Rodney Allen Rippey. Yeah? What's going on there, Laura?
Not sure.
Yeah. Well-oiled machine.
Jack in the
Outlaw
Box today on
Radio.
the way
Kind of
here.
hitting enter.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
I actually did, yeah. I got their egg roll and I got a hamburger. But their egg
those
rolls,
egg
you can't
rolls.
beat their egg rolls.
Those egg rolls are
It's the
good.
best.
Yeah.
The bomb.
And the
It's just
tacos.
not working.
Yeah.
Man, I use that thing every day of the week, and it never screws up on me. Yeah, we don't
Yep.
need that one
No,
again.
I know. It just like did a weird thing. But anyway, I'm coming back.
You're what?
I'm coming back. Here we go.
Okay.
Hi, what's your name?
Rodney Allen Rippey.
What a
When I
cute
did that
kid.
commercial, a Jumbo Jack cost about 99 cents.
Yep.
Since then, a lot has changed. But right now, for a limited time only, you can get a Jumbo Jack for that same old price. Just 99 cents for a thick beef patty, fresh lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles.
Doesn't that
The
sound good?
Jumbo Jack, delicious.
hungry.
That's one thing that hasn't changed.
Rodney.
Makes that two things.
That's his mother.
Offer
calling.
ends August 4th at Jack in the Box.
Let me tell you, and then the little tagline is by my buddy from the Partridge Family, who was the most cynical guy I've ever known in my life, Dave Madden. And I loved him. He played Reuben Kincaid. And man, there would have been no Partridge Family if there wasn't a Reuben Kincaid and Danny Partridge. I mean, that made, in my opinion, that made the show.
Reuben Kincaid was their manager.
Yeah. Oh, God, the funniest. Paul Sorvino, Dedham's.
Oh, we
So
were just talking about
we
it.
celebrate a birthday, and Paul Sorvino, he and I sang a song at the Monkey Bar so many years ago in New York City in Midtown Manhattan. I found him to be one of the more affable guys. Hey, Laura, maybe I get this wrong, but didn't you know Paul?
I did know Paul.
And how, you were a Broadway dancer, and you and him went at it or something?
No, I just met him. He was very kind to me.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Danny,
Yeah, the dude from SNL.
who also passed away.
I met Paul Sorvino.
No. The guy from SNL is alive, Lori.
No. Danny.
Trejo, he's alive.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'll think of his
Bonaducci,
name.
he's alive.
Yeah, Danny Bonaducci. There's no Danny from SNL that
I didn't say
Dan
it as no.
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd, who's
I knew
alive.
Dan Aykroyd also, but
Yeah.
this was Danny. It starts with an A. His last name.
Aiello.
Yeah.
Aiello.
Oh.
He's not SNL.
So
No, he's not. I never said SNL.
Oh.
So we all heard it?
I think so.
Okay.
So Paul Sorvino, that really
You
quickly,
said
I
it.
met him in the valley here.
Somebody said that.
I met him in the San Fernando Valley at a place called Paladino's.
Paul Sorvino.
Paul Sorvino.
At a dive bar here in the San Fernando Valley
Valley.
in Southern California, spitting distance from Hollywood,
Sitting at
California.
the bar and he's sitting next to me.
Yeah.
I started talking about Goodfellas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a hell of a nice
He
person.
was,
was.
man. He was a sweetheart. God rest his soul. And Leave It to Beaver star Tony Dow. He's alive. He's alive.
Is it a hoax?
Wait, is he? He's alive again. All right, Tony Dow
was sad.
officially dead. Long live the Beav. And how many years have I been saying that, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For years.
Thank God.
But Tony Dow, we were supposed to have the Beav on the show a couple of years back. We met him over at the Smokehouse across from Warner Brothers in Burbank. And spent a few minutes with him. I have his phone number. We never booked him on the show. How would you describe him, Lori? Is there a descriptive word regarding Jerry Mathers?
Well, he's a little out there. He's a little angry. You know, he's
He's a little dead now.
not
No,
easy
he's
to approach.
totally alive, Mart.
Oh.
They're talking about the
Yeah, the
I
Beav.
thought he died.
Long live the Beav.
Jerry Mathers,
Yeah.
the Beav.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little standoffish
Yeah.
and rude.
Yeah. Do you think the Beav and his wife, whenever they're in bed, and he would say, please say I love the Beav? Do you think that ever happened?
Yes.
No. Let me tell you why. Because they're not 17, like my own self. That's why. But so we never booked a guy because.
What are you gonna
I don't know. A little off. I couldn't.
Angry.
Yeah, a little bit.
Full of himself and
So
angry,
it's an angry
nasty.
beaver.
Yes, and I'll tell you what. There's
I've met some of those.
nothing better. By the way, the crazier they are, huh? Right? Huh? Yeah, they'll certainly make you sweat.
Oh, man.
And before we bring on James McEachin, the legendary actor James McEachin, who, as I understand it, has a new tome. Not only that, he wrote a book
He's written several
that is
books.
now out on the shelf. Well, on the shelf. There's only one bookstore in America.
It's in a mobile wagon.
Yeah, but you could grab this thing in your local Amazon, which is at your fingertips, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. And P.S., if it's a James McEachin book, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to like it.
Yeah.
This guy is... See, this is why he's had enough of Hollywood, even though he's been in every TV show and damn near every movie, 2 Clint Eastwood movies, 2 John Wayne movies.
Fireman in New York, by the way.
It was a fireman in New York. He served our country in the Korean War, but he's a smart man. That's why he can't stand Hollywood or the Hollywood ilk. Now, if I'm wrong and I'm talking out of school, he will dispute that when he comes in here in about 7 minutes. And before we go to break, I want to go on record as saying that just when I'm on the verge of going cynical about our society, I see an old woman smile and give up her seat to a pregnant man. Yay! Yay!
But I think
Yay! And finally, before we go to break,
Yeah, we're not there yet.
a contest in the works. This is a contest on YouTube. And I have decided to give away cash for the first correct answer, but you must subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. And there are imitators. There's fakery going on.
Fakers.
You have to punch in Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube to get the real dyed-in-the-wool, the one that's been around for a gazillion years, Outlaw Radio, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. The contest is all about a number.
Say.
What, Laura?
I'll say. It's all about a number.
She turned into the beaver.
Yes, she did.
What's going on?
No, if you notice, the beaver never overtalked Tony Dow.
angry beaver.
The number, an angry beaver.
Okay.
Lori Downey Jr.
It's an angry
Okay.
beaver.
Yeah. The number is 9251. 9251. The contest is, what is the meaning of that number to me. 9251. We've had several guesses so far, all of them incorrect. Subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. Oh, I see Mark C.G. Boy over there looking it up on his phone. Like there's somehow you're going to punch that in.
I'm going to win. I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
Nurse Ratchet, I'm going to win this contest, Nurse Ratchet.
I can't believe he's first on the phone punching in. Let's see, 9251. Is it a tattoo on your wrist?
There's
No.
there's capital, there's cash involved, so.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Mark C.G. Boyer's in there right away.
Do you know?
The number, no, my brother Martin
I have
doesn't
no
know.
idea.
Nobody knows except me.
And Mark.
soon Mark C.G. Boyer.
No, and whom? Whom, Lori?
And Mark.
No, Mark doesn't know.
He's cheating.
No, he can cheat all he wants.
He can't find it.
This is one of those contests where you cannot find on the web.
I'm liking this contest.
9251 is the number. What is the personal meaning of that number to me? Subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. Answer in the comments below. First correct answer wins cash.
Wow.
And yeah.
Who's paying?
Well,
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's another birthday today, too, Matt.
Oh, it is? Oh, who are we missing?
Our father,
Oh, Dad?
Gary Shearer.
Gary!
80 years old today.
Happy.
Wow.
Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen.
I know.
Oh, man, Shevitz.
I know, man.
Happy birthday to my father, the most talented musician in the history of musicians.
100%.
Yeah. One-man band who is incredible. And P.S., my favorite father of all time. Gary, happy birthday. We'll be this after back with the legendary James McEachin next on OutlawRadioLive.com.
Gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late. There was a time when we could dance until 9:45. We never thought it would end then. We never thought it would end. We used to carry on and drink and do the rock and roll. We never thought we'd get older. We never thought we'd grow cold. But now, gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late. Down by the sea, she knew a sailor who had been to war. She never even knew a sailor before. She never even knew his name. He'd come to town and you would pound it for a couple of days. And then he'd sail across the bubbling waves. And those were happier days. But now, gotta get up, gotta get out, gotta get home before the morning comes. What if I'm late? Got a big day, gotta get home before the sun comes up. Up and away, got a big day, sorry can't stay. I gotta run, yeah. Gotta get home, pick up the phone, gotta let the people know I'm gonna be late.
You're listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. If you're listening on YouTube, hit the smash button, hit the bell so you can be reminded every time we go live. Outlaw Radio Live with Magic Matt Allen.
Did you bag the hand that feeds you? Do you feel the need to talk about it? Now you're fighting for your corner, saying that you ought to laugh about it. You should get a little breather, do us all a favor, shout about it. Sweet sour, sweet sour, sweet sour. Pick up your stitches, better than your riches. sweeter by the hour. You were none the wiser, even though you tried to understand it. Try another spoonful, love is to be truthful, dance around it. It's just a little calmer, trying to disarm you, chat about it. Sweet sour, sour by the minute, but you're sweeter by the hour. But you're sweeter by the hour.
You're listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. If you're listening to us on YouTube, smash it. Hit that bell so you join us every time we go live. Magic Matt's OutlawRadioLive.com.
I've had nothing but bad luck since the day I saw the cat at my door. So I came into you, sweet lady, answering your mystical call. Crystal ball on the table, showing the future, the past. Same cat with them evil eyes, and I knew it was a spell she cast. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you from behind. Give me the ring on your finger. Let me see the lines on your hand.
Passive Aggressive has a new home. You're listening to Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen. It's Outlaw Radio time!
Besides the point, there's a great friend of mine. I would hate him to be dead because we promoted that he'd be on Outlaw Radio today.
He was here and agreed with, but he went to use the loo.
He was here.
Right.
He's been here almost 40 minutes outside waiting to come to the Lighten Up Lounge, this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar.
Here he comes.
And then he was in the bathroom. And what if that's the I mean, he is 92 years old, for God's sakes. He's a 92-year-old that happens to be 17 years old.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Do I hear Jimmy? Hey, Jimbo, come over here and disrupt everything. Come on in. Okay, so you can't get him away from the Phillies. So he's hanging there with Lori Downey Jr. because that's his priority. No, that's what he does. Hey, anytime there, James. We're live on the air, my friend.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm live, that's a plus right there.
He said if I'm live, that's a plus right there. Too many mics open, Lori. Okay. All right, yeah, sit down. Okay.
Right there, James.
Yeah, I would go on the other side. Well, you're coming around the other side. I don't know why you're doing that. You know, these dead dog stories, I don't know why you're doing. Then you try these transitions. Oh, would you get Don on the phone? Somebody get Don on the phone. All right. Okay. You know, it's taken James McEachin a little longer to sit down these days. I've known him.
4 years old, I'm entitled to
Did he say 94 years old? He said 94. You're 92. 92. Okay, can we get him seated? Or is he doing this just to irritate me?
You going to stand up there right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here.
All right, yeah. Sit on.
Jimmy!
Could you sit on down, Jim?
Not the wall.
Jim, what?
Don't you talk to like your drill sergeant?
Yeah.
Sit your ass damn boy!
Yeah, that's something. Yeah. That's the only authority that he'll listen to, by the way.
It's the director.
Yeah. He
That's
is.
why I called you all here.
He is the director. Hey, Mart, help him with the headphones. They come this way.
Well, this is
What?
extremely unique.
What is that, James McEachin?
Gorgeous, huh?
What? Did you say
Well, I love
Goys?
the wall in there. That's what took so long. You know.
Yeah.
You know, talk about the storm and the rain. You know.
Hold on, I bet those aren't
It's a
on.
magnificent thing.
Hold on, let me come over here and turn that.
Oh my God! Here we got a.
Okay, loud enough for you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hello there. Yeah. Listen, I love the wall, and this is a pure and an absolute enhancement. This is great. This is wonderful.
You mean you haven't been to the new 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar? That's what you're saying, right? I don't think you've been here.
Yes, I have.
He was here once. I brought him over once.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we have a good time?
We had a good
Well,
time.
I came to see Lori, and she was
Yeah, see?
she saw me coming through one door, and she ran out the other.
They had their secret whistle.
Yeah, we got a wild
She's
one.
gone already. Yeah.
All right.
Here, James.
But Jackie's my girl, though.
Ah, man.
Jackie.
I'm trying to
My
work
daughter.
my way into this family.
My daughter.
Hey, James,
Yes, sir.
over
He's in.
here.
He's-
Over here. I need a shiny object, I think, to keep James' attention. The great and ubiquitous James McEachin, ladies and gentlemen. Born May 20th, 1930, in a log cabin in North Carolina. Was it a log cabin? It wasn't a log cabin, but it was nothing ostentatious. I mean, it was.
I can assure you it wasn't. No.
Okay.
It's like the other part of your backyard over there.
Okay. There he goes. That's Jimmy.
Them hurt.
At the age of 18, my friends, he joined the U.S. Armed Forces, served in the Korean War, earning him many, many, many medals of valor.
Man.
After leaving the military, he spent time as a police officer, then a fireman.
God bless.
Then moved to California, becoming a record producer.
Oh, boy.
And who were you producing? Martha Reeves and the Vandellas?
No, I didn't
No.
do Martha
You
Ray.
didn't?
Everybody gives me credit for that, but I didn't do that.
Oh, that's because they did a song called Jimmy Mack.
Right,
And
there you go. You a disc jockey. You
But
didn't
the
do that.
rumor, James McEachin,
Yes,
is
sir.
Jimmy Mack was named after James McEachin.
Hello.
Hello. And that's probably true, is it not? I mean, if you're a betting man, you'd say yes.
Of course I'd say yes, because I'm at your studio here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But he's not content with all of that and those accolades. So no. So you became an actor, which is, to me,
I had time to waste.
I took acting lessons from this guy. I know.
before we get into James acting, he's an award-winning author on top of everything else.
That I'm proud of.
Maker of audiobooks. In 2005, James McEachin was appointed as a U.S. Army Reserve ambassador.
Forgot about that.
Spends his free time speaking to soldiers, veterans in America. In late 2006, he produced the film short Old Glory, which I have seen many times.
Beautiful film.
It'll bring a tear to your eye.
This is nice.
Yeah, it's a short for the soldier, veteran, and patriot
awfully kind of you to
in all of us. No, it's not
mention
kind.
that.
It's the
It's
truth.
100% true,
We
man.
stick with the facts here, Jims.
Those are the facts. I mean, that's
Yeah.
for you to bring that up. that's
And
wonderful.
then in 2008,
What?
James McEachin, at 100 years old, opened his one-man play, Above the Call,
100 years old.
Beyond the Duty at the John F. Kennedy Center, Washington, D.C., and has since played Casa Mañana, Fort Worth, Texas, Brentwood Theater, Los Angeles.
Wow.
Probably he works harder than my buddy Tony Orlando. That's James
where's
McEachin.
Tony?
He's in Branson. He's either in Branson, Missouri, Palm Springs, or he's on tour because that man is always working too.
What is he's a piece of work. One time I was doing something for American Airlines. They were teaching me how to fly a plane.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, I believe it.
Tony Orlando was at the this function, and I did one of my pieces. Tony was stunned. He said, "You got to go on Broadway. You got to go Broadway with this thing." I said, "Not me. 'Cause I'm not cut out for that kind of stuff."
Yeah.
But he's great. So if you see him,
no, I talk to him at
You
least.
got to tell him. Yeah.
I talk to him at least once a week, and
tell him I said hi.
I
Tell him I never forgot his kindness. And
yeah, well, maybe before this this 2.5 hours of decadence is over, we'll get him on the phone. If he's available, he'll pick up, and we'll. I didn't know that the great James McEachin and my buddy Tony Orlando were also friends, but that makes sense because he's a patriot.
Oh yeah,
he's a patriot.
Gotta have me some America.
Yeah, yeah. McEachin. I certainly don't want to be maudlin here, but your wife passed a few years ago. A woman that in the 30 years that I have known this esteemed actor, James McEachin, in 30 years, I never met.
Nope.
Never met his wife.
Well, let's keep it that way, man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that one this time. You were signed to a Universal contract in the 1960s. And for the most part, you played positive images. You know, you didn't play that jive black dude that a lot of the black guys were portraying back there in the 60s.
Say what?
Yeah, that guy. You were and have always been an articulate fella, both in real life and on film and on television, because that's who you are.
Well, thank you.
And you don't have to thank me. That's who you are, James McEachin.
I fooled you, though, didn't I?
He's a good actor.
Don't forget I did play Misty for me.
We'll get to that in just a couple minutes. But you had your own 1970 series as a more brains than brawn detective in. Hey, Lori, we got a promo for this.
Yeah, I got it.
In Tenafly. Hit me now. His own theme song and everything.
I remember it too.
Yeah, Tenafly. He's a private eye, down on his luck, and he gets a job just in time.
Did you kill her?
It takes a little muscle and a bending of the rules to get to the truth for Tenafly.
That's a pilot.
Yeah. Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew 2 lines.
Yeah, that's one thing that James has always told me. He says as far as memorizing lines, he was never really too good at that, so he just sort of went with the flow, and if the other actors didn't catch on, he said, screw them.
Jimmy, one time we were sitting outside a place called the Valley Inn over here. Old Hollywood Haunt. Valley Haunt. Anyway, so
okay, Mark, let's really let the folks in on what this is. It's a drinking hole.
Yeah.
That's what.
And a lot of the writers and
that's what we do there. I used to smoke cigars.
What it really is.
Smoke cigars, drink a lot of martinis at the old Valley Inn in Sherman Oaks, Cali, and
so Jimmy was working on my acting with me, and he says, "Okay,
unsuccessful, Jimmy."
You know, he says, I have a book for you. Met him in the bar. He says, "Okay, I got these lines for you. Let's step around the corner outside here. We'll have a smoke. We'll read the lines."
Right.
Started reading the lines. He goes, "Do you do anything else?" I said, I'm a construction worker. He goes, "Keep on building stuff."
Is there anything you're good at? Yeah. Well,
Marty was good. Yes, he did, because I took him over to see how the
yes, you did. You got me at diagnosis murder.
Okay,
man.
we'll get to Dick Van Dyke and all that in a few minutes.
It wasn't Dick Van Dyke.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Garner.
Oh, that's right. It was Garner.
Oh, James Garner. I was on the set with James.
I only did the show.
Okay, now Dick.
Sharp as a tack.
Yeah, 92 years old. I told you he was 17 years old. Yeah, he's 92, but he's 17.
Now.
Tenafly was, as I understand, the first 60-minute television, network television show starring a black guy.
90-minute show.
90-minute show starring...
Out of 30 minutes here.
Don't take 30 minutes away from
starring a black guy. Am I correct here?
It's either me or Tiger Woods or somebody that.
Okay, that's why years later. And Tenafly, although a good show, you popped up in this recurring role as a dogged lieutenant, Brock, in the Perry Mason TV movie dramas of the 80s. And you were in a bunch of those.
Yeah, but I did. There was another show I did before that.
No.
And thanks to my dear and beloved friend, it was Dean Hargrove.
Yeah, Dean Hargrove, who passed away.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
No, God rest his soul. Oh, he.
No, I know him.
Dean Hargrove is one of the greatest producers in Hollywood.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
This guy created and produced so many friggin' shows, and he has the mansion to prove it, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. And he deserves every bit of it.
Yeah, he did. He created Matlock, and he created that role in there where I was.
No. He created nothing but hits. That's what Dean Hargrove did.
No, he did. He was just and he's a great guy.
So you were managing the group, the Furies.
Yeah.
Right.
In the record business, right?
Yeah. And and how long were you in the record business?
Not long.
Yeah, too long?
Yeah.
You've dabbled in damn near everything. Now, there's a rumor, when I mentioned on my Facebook page, my personal...
Guy's good. You know, this guy, Matt Allen, he's not what you say he is. This guy's actually...
What do I say, Jimmy? Don't get me in trouble. Trying to get me in trouble.
Believe me, anything that my brother would say about me, I would believe.
He's a troublemaker.
If you look up my personal Facebook page, Mattalan, that's Matt Allen.
I told you a long time ago you should have been replacing that guy.
Oh, you mean before Jimmy Kimmel? He shouldn't have had the show. Yeah. And by the way,
you didn't push it.
And he turns out to be a big douchebag. How about that? Kimmel.
Who predicted it?
Yeah, yes, he did.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah. But who predicted his tremendous success on late night? None of us. And look at him, man.
Yeah.
Talking politics.
You thought he was right to do that. Well, I didn't think he
hey, if you're going to be offered the gig, take the gig. And I thought he was okay.
I learned that.
Until he got political, man. But I thank you for that, and I've always remembered that you thought of me in that vein because, well, once again,
because you were terrific.
Well, yes, it was. It proves that James McEachin is one intelligent mofo. Shut your mouth! I'm just talking about James McEachin. By the way, speaking of Tony Orlando, you know Dawn. What's her name? Anybody? One of the Dawn gals. Thelma Hopkins. Thank you.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Thank you, Mark C.G. Boyer. Thelma Hopkins, she's the one who shouted, "Shut your mouth!" in the Shaft song. Speaking of Tony Orlando.
Yeah.
See how we all bring it on back?
Yeah.
We just sort of thread the needle here.
Yeah,
but he was known as Jimmy Mack.
Yeah.
He was known as Jimmy Mack in the music industry.
Yeah.
Now, we have not even a thumbnail sketch yet of what this man is all about. I promise you.
I walked on water.
I promise you, you will be blown in ways that you've never expected. Not walk on water, but you won't drink water. That's something I know. Yeah, a little vodka cran or come on, we got it all here at the Lighten Up Lounge. We'll be this after back.
Replace Johnny Carson now that I really give it some thought.
Okay, well, listen to Jimmy stroking me. That's a rarity.
And I have nothing to. Well, wait a minute, I do have a book.
Oh, he has a book to promote. We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio and on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Sweetest hangover. I don't wanna get over.
is Outlaw Radio.
All right, James McEachin. He's the man with a brand new book. We'll talk about your book, and I want you to buy it.
Okay.
As I mentioned, when you were not in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, you were outside. I mentioned that anything you write is friggin' awesome. I have a couple of your books right over there in the bookcase. Neither of them signed because he said, Matt, if I sign them, you'll put them on eBay. So he said, just, do something you never do, Matt. Read.
Yeah.
Try reading. How does it feel, Jimmy McEachin, to be 92 years old? Do you still feel like that kid, but you happen to be in a 92-year-old body?
Beg your pardon?
See, you can. Isn't that funny? At 92, he plays an old guy.
Yeah.
But you have to act like it.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. See? But he really is 92, but he has to act 92.
When I was coming down that step, I thought I would beat it.
Jimmy said, you guys got to tell people about this little step right here.
Marty waiting until I'm damn near
I hope you.
croaking.
Well, this is an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, and we just sort of piece things together, as you can tell. But happy 92nd birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Jim.
You,
Happy birthday.
You are much younger than your buddy, and we will talk about you and your buddy
Is he still acting?
together out on the town many, many times.
Oh,
We'll
boy.
talk about that next hour.
Okay.
A guy you may have heard of
After you
named
cancel.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Clint. He brought you up. I didn't.
Now, how does it feel being so much younger than Clint Eastwood? Is that a good thing at first blush? Because Jimmy is a week younger, I believe, right? About a week?
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
A week or two. Yeah, his birthday was on the 31st, and mine is on the 20th.
Yeah, did you...
I can't add either, if you know.
Yeah, I noticed that. Did you call him and wish him happy birthday?
No, no, he doesn't return my calls anyway, so it wouldn't do any good to call
Does
him.
that go back to the Sandra Locke incident?
Something happened somewhere, because see, as they say in the trade, something went awry.
But when you were in...
I miss Q.
When you were acting...
Could it have been a broad?
It's always about a broad, isn't it?
Yeah, what's the broad?
If something could screw things up between two guys, it'll usually be a broad.
Well, is he right, Clint? Yeah, no, call in.
Call in now.
Little humor there, pal.
Well, the movie where he uttered that famous phrase, "Go ahead, make my day." No, that wasn't the movie. No, it was the other one. It was.
Do you feel lucky?
Do you feel? No, it is "Make My
Yeah,
Day."
Sudden
Go
Impact.
ahead, make my day.
Yeah.
Sudden Impact.
I was supposed to do that. Right?
No, you were in that movie,
Yes, he was.
but it turned out to be a very short part, a very small role,
God,
because I understand during the filming is when the Sandra Locke thing came down, and we will tell you.
Who is she?
We will tell you all about it when we return, because there's a bit of ugliness upcoming
Just a tad.
in James McEachin's past.
Yeah.
A lot to get to here at OutlawRadioLive.com, on YouTube. Punch it in. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Come on in, Clint.
Yeah, smash that like button.
Signs gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. I knew that something was going on wrong when you started laying down the law. I can't move my hands. I break out in sweat. I wanna cry. Can't take it anymore. This side's gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. I've been around a long, long time, seen it all, and I'm used to being free. I know who I am, try to do what's right. So lock me up and throw away the key. But this has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. Left for them, and then what's coming down the road. The light in the tunnel could be the southbound train. Lord, please help them with the load. But this has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. But this has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. Stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. I knew that something was going on wrong when you started laying down the law. I can't move my hands. I break out in sweat. I wanna cry, can't take it anymore. This has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. I've been around a long, long time, seen it all, and I'm used to being free. I know who I am, try to do what's right, so lock me up and throw away the key. This has gotta stop, enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer, it's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door.
You know, we're the last line of defense, and really the comedians are the last, the voice of truth in this whole thing.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. There's lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
Is he the legendary actor James McEachin, or is he the dogged Lieutenant Brock in Perry Mason? Or could he be both? Jimmy Mack, when you coming back?
Hello.
He never left. Jimmy Mack, as he was known in the music industry, and they wrote a song about him, Jimmy Mack, when you coming back?
Jimmy, oh, Jimmy Mack.
Hey, James, you were the eventual owner of that record label, right?
No, that was...
that wasn't you?
No, well, you know, ironically enough, I tried to get a job with Motown.
Yeah.
And horrors be damned.
What happened?
They never let me. Barry said no.
Barry Gordy said no to James McEachin?
Yeah, hello.
So you weren't a star yet, I guess.
No, but I was in the music business on the periphery. I was on the outskirts of it. I was trying, and I had recorded. Wow. I knew I had recorded this guy little fellow by the name of the first one to do so, incidentally. True story. Read the book, it's in there. A little guy by the name of Otis Redding.
No. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't. Yeah, I did. Otis came by the house, and Jackie Avery was a guy that wrote songs with. And he said, "I got this guy here, and he's really a damn good singer. You got to take a listen to him." I said, "Okay." So we had a little small piano up at the house. We couldn't afford a large one, and so Otis opened up on a song called "To Giving Me These."
It was sort of an audition, right?
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't even remember the word. Audition.
Yeah, I'm helping you here.
These arms of mine, they're lonely and so blue. That was Otis.
Yeah, I don't know.
These arms of mine. You remember that song?
No. Sitting by the dock of the bay.
No,
or sitting on the dock.
Sitting on the dock of the bay didn't come until much.
Yeah. I mean, huge hits. But that man had a voice.
But These Arms of Mine was a big voice too. But the strange thing about Otis didn't really want to be the singer that he was. He wanted to be Jackie Wilson.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be sort of a dancer all around.
Hello, and the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And how about were you around for that untimely friggin' death that went down, man?
No. I was around, but
but my
Otis had left me to go to Atco or Atlantic Records, and then there was another label, the one down in Memphis, Tennessee, Stacked.
Been around. Yeah, was around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Otis left you, and then he died.
Then I bought the Furies because I had a hit record with them called.
You'll never remember.
You got that?
Yeah. I mean, when James McEachin walked in, he thought he was 94. I mean, come on now.
Sing with the strings of my heart.
You have
Furies.
Hey, how many books now? How many books have you written?
7.
That is quite a few, man. Yeah.
7 books.
Wow.
Lori, the blonde over there, Lori Downey Jr. says 7.
7?
Yeah, it's
it's Lori back. She never announced herself.
Is it 7? I did. I want you to know.
No, she's so beautiful. She's a wonderful woman.
Oh, boy, all women are wonderful.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I've been out with this guy, and I'll tell you what, man. We have a little bit
of more wine intake in old Jimmy Mack, the hotter those broads become. Oh yeah.
And he's such a charming guy.
Yeah.
That he could talk to him. Yeah, it doesn't matter demographic, whatever. They love him. They just love Mr. McEachin over here.
All except Sandra Love.
Oh yeah.
I think he just drug us into something.
Gone full circle.
Yeah. Well, the movie. Well, okay. So he has a much larger role in Sudden Impact, the movie where Clint Eastwood uttered those words, "Go ahead, make my day." And your role was supposed to be that, as I understand it, of the black dude who in real life was a gay guy who was
Albert Popwell.
Albert Popwell.
I didn't say you were gay, Albert.
No, he's dead. Albert's dead.
Yes, he was.
Okay. yeah.
As a $3 bill.
$3 bill. Yeah. Albert was in every one of Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry flicks. Every one.
Clint had called. They had called and asked me if I wanted to do it.
Yeah. Right?
No.
But you did. You played a lieutenant.
But I didn't play the guy who...
No, you didn't play the big role.
No, you can't do all them jive time.
But it's Clint Eastwood. But see, I say that because that's a man that I've always wanted to meet. That's a man who was an icon. The last movie star, Clint Eastwood. The last movie star, living movie star, Clint Eastwood. But... to James McEachin, a.k.a. Jim Mack. This man, he's just a buddy. He's a contemporary. He's just another guy. And as Jimmy, and please correct me if you think I'm talking too out of school here, but Jimmy, years ago, I said, when I discovered that him and Clint Eastwood were best friends for many, many years, I said, I'd like to meet the man. He said, well, he's not really talking to me and these days. And by the way, and I'll tell you why in just a second, and by the way, he's boring, Matt. He's boring. You told me that.
And you wonder why we're not friends anymore?
Yeah. But I said, well, so what is his cocktail of choice? And you said beer.
Yeah.
Said he'll have a beer, right? That's pretty much it.
When he was doing a picture called the pilot.
Hey, Lori, it's James, Mike, that you want up a little louder, not whatever one you have up too loud.
I just put
Yeah, go ahead,
Well,
James.
She's working for Clint.
Clint said, keep that mic down.
Right,
No, Lori,
what happened?
It's Clint. Keep his mic down.
My last Clint Eastwood story, he was going to. What was the last about the pilot, the plane that crashed and?
Oh yeah, that was a good one, man. About the real life adventure that happened in New York, where they landed in the river.
Captain Sully.
Sullenberg
Scully.
Sully. And by the way, I thought it was a really good movie. But please continue.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I had a film that I wanted to make this movie in the worst way called The Heroin Factor.
Right.
And
Which is the name of one of your books, The Heroin Factor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because it was a good book, a damn good book. I thought.
Yeah.
But I needed some financing, so naturally you go to the richest guy that you know was Clint Eastwood.
He's got a buck or two.
Hello.
Right? Yes.
And he's going to keep a buck or two.
So that didn't pan out.
He is not going to share it with you know who.
But what did he say to you
So
when
he
you
said, let's talk about it when I go to. I'm doing a picture called Scully.
Yeah, get on that mic. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. The picture called Scully.
Sully.
And we're shooting it at. I'm shooting at. What's the other? JFK? Not JFK.
LaGuardia.
One of the
Teterboro.
The smaller
Newark
airport. Yeah, and Newark. And he says we're shooting there, and I said, "Well, it's just strange. I'm on my way to New York. We'll have lunch."
And you heard a sigh. Oh, damn.
No, Clint said,
all right.
We got around to the luncheon thing.
Okay.
And, he never showed.
He never showed for lunch?
Oh,
No.
He never showed up
He
for
never
lunch?
showed. And I said, I swear to God, I'll get you for that.
Wow.
You know.
Wow. Did he apologize at some point?
Never saw him again after that.
Son of a bitch. I can't believe that.
That's what I call him.
I mean, he seems like an upstanding guy.
He's a great-hearted guy.
Yeah.
He really is.
Right. So he means well.
He means well, yeah.
But didn't you ask for, not to get off the Clint Eastwood thing, but just for a second, didn't you ask Steven Spielberg about
Spielberg has
his
never
level of
returned a call
interest?
of mine as long as I've known him.
Okay.
And we worked together. He and I wrote, do you know, I don't know if you know this or not, and you're a researcher.
Yeah.
But Steven Spielberg and I wrote our first screenplay together.
Wow. What was
the name called Chug-a-Lug Choo-Choo, which he never shot.
Right.
And I would go to lounge, go by his office when I could get in.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
say, oh, Steve, you got these giant, these mega movies here.
Right.
Why not? You know, the name of our movie was that we wrote together, and it was his first time writing with anyone. Was Chug-a-Lug Choo-Choo, which wasn't one of those monumental things I did.
Okay, but you wrote it together with Steven Spielberg. Okay.
And I got letters from people saying, we heard about that movie that you and Steve wrote. Would you care to make it? And I think I still got some old letters from people saying.
Speaking of Spielberg.
And you said yes, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but you at one time, a few years back, I know you asked if he would be interested in funding one of your movies.
Yeah, well, that was it, yeah.
And it was a big, not unlike, go ahead, screw you. It was the same sort of thing with Spielberg, right?
Couldn't get past the front gate.
So, Matt, speaking of Spielberg, though, when you were over at Universal...
It's my brother, Mart.
When you were over at Universal with Steven, you've told me this story several times. So, Steven was working on a little picture called Jaws.
Jaws, yeah.
And
okay, tell me what happened, James.
Well, I was shooting. I think I was shooting the pilot. I was over Universal because I was on the contract at Universal Studios, if you remember. And the thing about that is, guys thought I was nuts because the contract salary wasn't that huge.
Right.
But you let the fox in with the chicken.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
You know. The Universal Studios got more pilots and more shows on the air than anybody than God in the planet.
Hell yeah, it's a great place for James McEachin to be.
Thank you.
Right.
That's why I did all those shows. The show would come up to get Jimmy to do it.
So concerning Jaws, it was about the time he was filming Jaws.
He
right?
was filming Jaws, and I said, and then Steve said, "Don't you think it'd be a good idea if I had the train doing this?" No, the
Shark.
The short.
Yeah.
The reason why I mentioned train because he had a train that ran around.
That the shark was on. Is that what you're saying?
I think he's talking about the tram.
Oh, the tram?
No, it was a
toy train. A toy train in his office.
Toy train.
Oh, okay. Boy, we're both wrong. Okay.
We're all wrong.
So what?
Because Steve liked toys.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you
But
saw
I
the
never
script.
got any. I never,
Yeah.
because I thought maybe I could do one of the roles in the picture,
Yeah. Didn't you give him advice about the shark?
Well, he said make it meaner.
About the mechanical shark?
Actually, the guy that did that, I did was and on that, but the Sid Sheinberg was the one who thought that the shark.
Hold on a second. How do I know him? I know him through
Sid Sheinberg,
a dead buddy of mine.
giant at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I know him
He was
through.
right under Lou Wasserman.
You know, all my good buddies, man, are 100 years old or dead, and Sid.
I'm neither.
Sid, thank God. And Sid, I met through Burt Randolph Sugar, the boxing guru, my buddy of many, many years. We had dinner together at Musso and Frank's. That's how I know Sid, who, by the way, has since passed, of course, because he'd be 120. But yeah,
Not to interrupt you, but you got to forgive me because
yeah.
my memory, I have what you could call the
92-year-old?
No, the Bruce Willis syndrome.
Oh, yeah. You don't really have that, do you?
No, I can't help it now. But obviously, the way I'm dropping names around and misplacing people.
But when it came to the mechanical shark in Jaws, did you not think it should be bigger or meaner or something?
Oh, yeah, and it should be, because he had this train going, and the shark has got to be doing this. Because I had one of them fanciful imaginations.
He had it all, when Jimmy told us he had it all like, not pussified, but he had like a nice little family film. He goes, no, make that shark eat people.
And I can't remember because there was something else about there was the music that Steve wanted, because Steve was a very, very creative person.
Right.
But if you go to him, it's the same way with Clint, to say, let me have a couple
shekels,
protection, little funds here to try to help me lighten the load. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah. So they're cheap bastards. Okay. Well, that's
and there's so many other stories, and they're so complicated I can't even get into them. Like with
well, Sandra, back in the Valley day, the old San Fernando Valley, you and Clayton used to run around the fireside.
Yes, indeed.
There we go.
Hello.
There's a.
And then I said something uncomplimentary.
Well, hold on. Let's take you back.
Set the stage, Matt.
Take you back to the dive bar where they called them the potato peelers.
Hello.
Yeah, and let me explain why. The dive bar in the Valley, known as the Fireside Inn, was the joint where a lot of really hot broads who were married to the huge mucky mucks at the studios, MGM and all the biggies, they would go there during lunchtime looking for a little hobbledy-bobbledy, and so these guys, like a James McEachin
I was getting ready to say,
and a Clint Eastwood, would be there around noontime when the potato peelers would be in that bar. And one day, Clint is standing there with James McEachin, and some broad walks in the bar, and James, because he's always the diplomat, he uttered the words, "Wow, what a dog." dog.
Who's that?
Okay? What a dog. Who's that dog? Right? A few minutes later, that dog walks up to Clint and he hugs her and kisses her. Oh, good to see you. It was a planned meeting. That was Clint Eastwood's chick. And things were never.
Don't call your lawyers. That's what
But it's true. It's true, right, James?
Oh, he was a man.
Get on the mic.
We used to go to.
Get on the mic. Get over here. Yeah.
I was so kicked back. You took me back to that lounge.
Yeah, he was back in the fireside.
Well, this is not unlike the lounge, the fireside.
Bevy on.
So, Matt, I think you guys were shooting. You were actually shooting one of the Any Which Way movies, the Any Which Way But Loose movies, and you said after that moment he wasn't allowed on the bus to ride with Clint.
Right. Well, because of Miss.
Locke.
Oh, yeah, Locke.
Locke said he's not allowed to.
No. She didn't want me to ride on the bus, though.
Yeah, they didn't get along. Sandra Locke. No, not at all.
Because I said something rather uncomplimentary.
But I must tell you, James McEachin, you were pretty spot on about her, man.
Boy.
And it turns out that the man that gave her her career and $1 gazillion ends up suing him and taking him to court. The man that put her on the friggin' Hollywood showbiz map. That always blew my mind. So if he would have listened to you, but us guys, by the way, we will never listen to anyone, man or woman, telling us the bad things about the woman in our life. We don't listen. It has to be proven, right? I mean, because we're dumb guys, and we go, which way did he go? Women, though, they'll listen. They'll listen to their chicks, even when their friends are wrong. Yeah,
you're still toast.
Oh, you're still toast.
Yeah.
Even when they're wrong, because these broads who are throwing their guy under the bus will be the first one in bed with their guy when they break up.
I bet you're right.
That's
true.
That is
like Paul Staples.
Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with that, Paul? Paul Staples, the great special effects.
Oh, he was wonderful.
Oh, hey, wait, speaking of special effects,
yes.
James, tell him the story about the flag in your movie. He says, we had a big American flag.
You had a big American flag.
He was a phenomenal special effects guy.
He said, we need the flag to wave, and it's up on a 40-foot pole.
So what'd you do to make that happen?
I don't know. He did it.
Yeah?
Put a Ritter fan up on a
20-foot
20-foot forklift.
Praising earlier in the beginning.
Do that.
Well, I needed not obviously my
He rolled the camera.
I'm trying to shoot this on a low budget.
Reveille? Was it that one?
No, before the one after Reveille. Until the last dog died.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I called Paul, and Paul, you can say, Paul, I need to borrow $20. He'll find 25.
That's Paul Staples. He's a good man.
Like, how did I get here today?
Yeah.
Now I got to be nice to him.
Yeah, because he's your ride back, right?
He's also a pain.
Is he?
Hey, can I borrow $25?
No,
I'm expecting 40.
No, you have to ask for 20. You'll get 25. Get on the mic, James.
If you go, excuse me.
No apology zone.
I'm used to lounging. Paul said, I said, Paul, I need a flag.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll get you a flag. What kind do you need? He got all of what I wanted and everything like that. And what do you want to do with it? Put it on top of the building. I want the flag to blow a little bit.
Right.
It's patriotic. It talks about soldiers, the military.
Yeah.
It talks about America, which I will always do.
Yes.
I'll die being a fan of this great country.
Oh, man.
So Paul, and the wind was blowing and whatever, Paul said, I'll fix you up with that. I wanted it to blow. And Paul said, I'll fix it up for you.
He rolled the camera, panned the camera over. And
Get on that mic, Paul.
He put the camera on, rolled the camera, panned it over, and God picked the flag up and made it wave like in the movies. And James says, that was, Paul, it's amazing. How'd you do that? I said, I didn't have anything to do with it, man.
Wow.
It was unbelievable.
Wow.
It was unbelievable.
And
then we shot the scene in the cemetery.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I asked you about something about a dead body, which I was playing.
He says, we need a coffin. So I got a coffin.
Oh, yeah, right.
Thanks, guys. So Jim had to be in a coffin, and I brought my little girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And,
who should have been in a coffin?
Little humor there. Hey. See, this is how you lost Clint Eastwood as a friend. Same crap.
No, we did some amazing stuff for $4 on that film. It was nice, though. It was cool.
No, you're a great stated that. Well, also Perry Mason was an interesting show to shoot. It was a highly prestigious show.
Of course.
And Dean Hargrove, the producer of that show, liked to keep his unit together. All of it, the people he worked for, the actors and the crew people, and Paul being a member of the crew, would always show up. He was very responsible and everything like that. But one day, one of the directors came on the show, and he wanted to blow up a building. And you had enough smoke coming from that building that this
that was.
See, you remember it.
Chris Nyby Jr.
Chris Nyby Jr.
So
wonderful director.
He overdoes it then, is what you're saying. Yeah.
He's a pyrotechnic.
Yeah, you want smoke? I got smoke for you, right?
But it's important with the guys that you work with on the crew that you get to know them and they get to know you.
Yeah.
Like Paul didn't really want to come down when we were at the bar having a drink.
But did you know at that time that Paul Staples was not some sniveling idiot lefty,
right? Yeah.
You knew he wasn't an American hater piece of crap, right? You knew that. Okay, great quote.
I think I did. I'm not sure about that.
Well, by the way, if you don't know that, you do know that now.
Yeah.
The production manager, Billy Ray Smith, was a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
He hired me on the show, and that's where I met him.
Whom I hired for Dean.
Dean. But they would bring me in 2 or 3 days early.
Yeah.
And I said,
we're running out of time here,
we'd
man.
sit in the bar, and I'd say, why are we here early? And then I found out from him, they like to drink with the crew.
All right.
Always good to include the crew.
We'll be this after back. A lot to get to on Outlaw.
I've got my hat on. I've got my boots dusty. I've got my saddle on my horse. He's cold. Of course. I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy.
Riding on the jack wagon, following my man. His name is Ted. Can you believe that? Ted, oh Ted, funny. Camping on the prairie. Plays havoc with my hair. Makes me feel quite dirty. And we all do sometimes.
Ted gets so dirty. I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy. Looking like a hero, 6 gun at my side, chewing my tobacco. Out in the horizon, I see a puff of smoke. Indians on the warpath. White men speaking fork tongue, isn't it? Or not. I wanna be a cowboy. You can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy.
dive bar at the end of the Walk of Fame. The cartilage left over in a bag of Popeye's chicken. Chronic talk from stars, would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen. What a boy would be if Siegfried and Roy had a son.
Yeah! Cheers!
Hello.
My buddy, Jimmy McEachin.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Hey,
It really
man,
is.
I love you being here. James McEachin. You know, we've known each other 30 friggin' years. Where does all the time
And
come
I'm
from?
only 34 years old.
Yeah, see that?
It's weird he thought I was you when he came in the gate.
Oh, yeah, I did. I really did.
Well, he's 92. He's losing it. But I'll tell you, this wine, this will get him back in step.
Boy.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's already evened him out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Can you feel it, Jesus?
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Matt, my favorite guy.
Hallelujah.
Oh, my favorite
You know,
guy.
I'm going to use that in my new radio ad.
Yeah, give that a shot. Yeah, I don't know why you're not advertising on Outlaw Radio. Oh, you are. You're here.
Thank you.
And we got to talk about your book.
He's got it with him. He's got a copy.
But not.
I can read the commercial. You know, thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
You see, you're better than what your brother says you are.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy, leave me out. Leave me out of this crap, dude.
Yeah, my brother is that guy who loves me, but he hates me.
No.
I know that. Believe me, I know that.
No, he's a great guy.
I know.
Thank you, James.
I have no illusions about life, my friend.
Well, that's on your wall there.
Yeah, no illusions about life. James McEachin, who is quoted as saying, next time we need to send troops, let's don't send our soldiers, let's send Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah. And hey, we can still do that, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, you got a book
Here,
there.
James, can I show it to the camera?
Yeah.
Okay. If the wine bottle's.
Let's make Mart. Let's make this more difficult than it need be. What is that called?
Can we see that?
It's called Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Yep.
Yeah, you missed the word.
Take me home.
Whoa!
What is that book? What's it called?
There you go, Jimmy.
The Bible.
It's called the Bible. Yeah. It's a long read, but worth it.
It is. No, it is. It's a short.
Yeah,
But,
you got.
but it's an important thing because it tells about it's a memoir.
Okay.
It talks about my life.
About time, man.
Hello.
Yeah.
And there's some things in here that just drove me bananas writing it.
Like what? Like what, for example? What drove you bananas? What was bugging you?
What are you looking for?
What are you doing?
Here's your bag.
Alex?
Hey, Laura, whatever mic that is, please take it down.
I'm on top of this.
Okay, it sounds like it. What are you digging in there for there, Jimmy McEachin?
Because I want to read what this commercial is going to sound like. You are giving it. Oh my God, I can't hardly read.
Now hold on a second. You're going to do a live commercial on the show here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Okay, this is your first time. This is your first. This is a
Okay.
good one.
Okay. What are the rumors? When our listener and viewer to Outlaw Radio, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube? Why are you two having a discussion here? Yeah.
Go. Finish
James
what you
wants a
say.
flashlight to read, so I'm just trying to.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So there's Tattoo Dave trying to be a good guy, and he gets scolded for it.
Hi, my name is James McEachin. This
used
is
to it.
my new book. Before you ask me all the questions, then you can ask any question that you want.
Yeah.
After I do this, because I can tell you where we're going and how we're going to get there.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Hi, my name is James McEachin, and this is my new book, Swing Low, My Sweet Chariot.
Oh God, I was making that up.
You see, that's why you aren't paying attention.
I did not. But wait a second. I could not see the book from here. That simply came out of my mouth.
That was your brother who was trying to.
That's friggin' bizarre. I made that up.
No, okay. Well, you're intuitive. That's why I think you should have been on that other show.
Okay, well, we'll do
They
this.
still might get rid of that puppy.
James, my arm's gonna fall
We'll
off.
do this
I'm
one
holding
right
it
now.
down.
But here let me start over again. Now
good.
this is let me explain. This is
Oh, great.
We're taking it from one.
Yeah.
Matt. Here's what we'll
Back
do.
to one.
Matt.
The 30-second slot just turned
Places,
into
places, quiet on the set.
Then I will
right.
sponsor this for the next weekend. I will get this ad on there.
Settle.
Okay. All right.
Settle.
Hi, I'm James McEachin. This is my new book, and my final book, entitled "Swing Low, My Sweet Chariot." Wow. Now you just heard a recreation of what of that war back in Korea a few years ago. In real life, I was hit in 3 different places. and I was almost an amputee, and I was left for dead. But here I am at age 92. I'm still walking around with an attitude and remembering well, if I could survive that first hit, life would be a piece of cake. All you got to do is bake it. But don't forget the book, Swing Low, My Sweet Chariot. You can get it at Amazon.com. It is a memoir. And for the rest in your life, you can think about the best of your life. So hold on. My Sweet Chariot.
Oh, wow.
God bless you.
On exclusively. Now that's my good friend here, Marty.
God bless you, brother.
And my bro over there, Paul Staples.
Yeah.
They never even knew what I had in here, but I said I got to do it because it's got to be an exclusive on your show.
That's beautiful. James McEachin. Love
This
that.
man can write.
Yeah, no, he's a great writer, and he's also quoted as saying,
Here's the Jimmy. Cheers.
James McEachin quoted as saying, "No veterans, no democracy."
Oh, I never got through that. Yeah, no veterans, no democracy. No democracy, no America.
Boom.
And may we all stand for the flag.
Yeah.
And may we all kneel for the cross.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Every
is
day.
to respond to.
The asses out there.
Hello.
The asses out there. So you're not, James McEachin, you're not woke, quote unquote woke, right? No, you're not woke. No. Do you believe that a man can give birth? Do you believe a man can push out a baby?
He can help.
Huh?
Well, we tried, didn't we, Marty?
Yeah, we did. We gave it a good shot.
That's a joke.
Where the hell did that come
Well,
from?
if you don't lose your license now, you're on your
I gotta tell you, this show is getting really dirty. Oh, this is getting ugly.
It's your brother.
That's it.
Jimmy, you were supposed to say anything.
You popped the cork on a little vino for old Jimmy, and all bets are off.
You know, James has got Ben Franklin Awards, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. a couple of them.
He has awards coming out of his.
boy.
He
Well,
actually knew Ben Franklin.
yeah.
Stood in for him.
So, Jimmy, what is a silver star?
He held the kite.
A silver star award.
Yeah, Martin, you take over the interview, okay? I'm having a hard enough time over here. Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
What is a silver star?
No, that's the one you get serious about. Silver Star is the nation's third highest medal for valor.
Yeah.
I don't really think I deserved it, but I was awarded the Silver Star because my lieutenant, who was killed in our mission that I referred to in this ad, I can't go through the whole story because I can get too emotional about it. I got hit, and I was hit in 3 different places. And I refuse to talk about it to anybody because because the guy that saved me, that took me back to our lines, I never knew who he was. And there's so many things on the internet you can read about it.
Still to this day, you didn't know?
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
And it just so happens that 2 days ago, they had the Korean Memorial. I don't want to go there, but
This is heavy. This is heavy stuff.
Yeah, it is. And that's. But I wrote it in the book. I wrote about that incident because I was shot in the liver, I was grenaded in the liver, and then in the spleen, and a couple other places. Now, some people think you make that stuff up.
Yeah.
And then you put your shirt up, and you see how long that scar is?
Right.
Scar number 1. Number 2.
Over there on your right side,
Yeah. And then number 3.
Down there on your calf or close, yeah.
And then
your
number
right
4.
leg. Whoa. Wow, left leg.
And number 5, and I swear to you, if I went into the hospital today and had an x-ray, you're going to see a piece of shrapnel coming from this leg here.
Let me ask you this, James McEachin.
Go ahead. Ask me anything. Because I will never repeat this again.
Don't don't women find that sexy?
No, I can't go there.
No, but I mean that
They do,
sincerely.
believe me.
No, I don't, because
Right,
they don't
Paul?
know.
This
I
guy's
don't
a
talk to them
combat
about it.
war hero.
Yeah.
This guy's a badass.
I don't.
I mean, it's hard to tell
If
when
you
he-
read the story of that ambush, I got hit because I went back from the hospital in Korea to the hospital in Japan, back to our lines. I was looking for my lieutenant to save him. Lieutenant Henry A. Shank.
Right.
And I to this day, I couldn't find it.
It's all right.
I'm going to get all balled up here.
God bless him, man.
Yeah.
God bless you, Jimmy.
God bless you for not being not being a puss.
But, well,
You're not.
You can all check and you can all check the source.
We're not even.
And then
No question.
You can't. Makeup can't do it.
Jimmy, I've known you, as I mentioned, over 30 years. You know, the one thing James McEachin is not is a liar.
Yeah.
The one thing James McEachin is a true patriot. The one thing James McEachin believes in is the United States of America.
Hello.
And that is one of the great reasons why he and I have remained friends for so many years.
Yeah.
And we can't take, and we are so sick and tired of the BS from the left who simply, there's no other way to see it except they hate this beloved country of ours.
Amen.
You know, and God bless you, James McEachin, for being there and keeping this dream alive and instilling good things in those Americans that still believe and those who might be on the fence but may read some of your tomes and say, wow, okay, that makes sense to me.
Man.
Hero, real hero.
God,
Yeah, man.
You know,
God
that's one of
bless
those times you can use that word amazing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good man, real good man.
Good for you.
Yeah. Oh man, do I love this guy?
Even the Marines are afraid of that guy.
No, he's a badass.
Now then, as
Yeah.
I won't only do half of this because it's that important.
Okay.
It's something I wrote, and the reason why I wrote it was because it was I didn't like. I was going to go on and do a speech in Washington.
Right.
And I didn't like the way it was written. So
Weren't you supposed to be on stage at the McCain?
Yeah. Well,
right?
You read that too?
And by the way, they cut you. McCain lost. Enough said? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So please.
God, they do. Yeah.
Yeah. We have about 2 minutes. Go.
And there was one other.
What, they cut you again?
No, but I went. I was
always keeping the black man down. By the way.
As they were
keeping the black man down.
Yeah.
You know what? Us black men, the fact that we
I gotta be us.
that we have any chance in this big old world of ours, we have to make our own luck, don't we? Don't we, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Huh?
As a soldier still moving forward.
Yes.
And heroes coming on.
Please know. As an old soldier still moving forward, please know that I have traveled far. Even when no longer in uniform, I could be found going hither, thither, and yon. But there was always something tugging at me, saying, "To the world, son, see the far-away places, see the many different faces, but home. Home is where the heart is, and each and every time I return to these blessed but troubled shores, I've returned with a deeper sense of gratitude and humbleness, knowing well that this young country, though burdened by noble ambition and costly wars, and shackled by homegrown issues, stinging controversies, and digressant divides that will not soon go away, still this America, my America, your America, it is not so much of a place as it is a blessing. Now soon, very, very soon, I will be moving just a little bit further down the road there to meet my quietus at the fullness of the grave. There to be wrapped in a special kind of silence known only to the dead. But should I be summoned to rise again, I'm going to say to my Lord and Master, I have already beheld bits of heaven, sir. I come to you by way of that magnificent gift you have bestowed upon the universe, to benefit all mankind. I come to you from the shores of America, where I've been privileged to say, no veterans, no democracy. No democracy, no America. I thank you one and all.
Amen.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Heavy.
That's
Thank you, Jimmy.
that's James McEachin.
Wow.
A lot more from Jimmy coming up in a few minutes. We'll get to all of those TV shows and what some of those stars of those shows meant to him, bad or good. James McEachin, it is an honor to have you on Outlaw Radio. It's an honor to have you a friend for so many years.
Honor to be here.
We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
Laboratories. With over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk, stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
The man has been in everything good on TV, all the good movies, including but not limited to McMillan and Wife, Ironside, Hawaii Five-0, Maddox, Coogan's Bluff, another Clint Eastwood. So you were in at least 3 Clint Eastwood movies. It Takes a Thief. I want to talk to you about that in a second.
Okay, go.
Dragnet, $1 Million Man,
Jack Webb.
Columbo, Diagnosis Murder, Perry Mason, Matlock. Yes. He was the star of his own TV show, the first black dude with a 90-minute TV show on network television called Tenafly. Hello. What's your name? Tenafly. Hey, the man. He knew Lindsay Wagner personally.
Oh, where's Linda Wagner? Where's Linda?
We're going to talk about all of these shows and movies and your favorite actors. And at 92 years old, what do you have to lose? You may even tell us who the bad guys and gals are. You may even share with us who the big a-holes in the biz are.
He knows
It could happen. And we'll get to that next hour. It's going to be a jam-packed hour. We need at least 90 minutes like Tenafly.
Hello.
Yeah, to get all this stuff in. Congressman here in California, David Dreyer. And I like David Dreyer.
Right. He was the one that started me to going back.
To D.C.?
My war record and all that stuff.
Oh, he made you go to make sure that... Yeah, it's like there were probably some medals that you received that you weren't aware of.
Right.
And he made you research him. David is a good man.
Yeah.
Even though a California congressman, he's one of the good ones.
And I feel kind of guilty. I haven't contacted him. Maybe but once since then.
Yeah, well, it's about time.
But this guy here, and I says, no, I don't want to go through all that stuff, whatever. But he did. He said, "No, you got to do it." It's important, and logically
elevated you to
you know what happened?
Status, man.
Well, never issued by the government, but Dreyer made sure this happened, including the Purple Heart, Silver Star, some 54 years after you served in the Korean War, the Benjamin Franklin Award-winning Farewell to the Mockingbirds, another book written by you in '99, which speaks to the issue of racism and service in the armed forces. Yeah.
I have the original copy of that book, by the way.
Do you really? Is that what he told you as well?
Wouldn't sign it. He wouldn't sign it. He wouldn't sign it either.
I love that.
I got it in tight, hand tight.
Look at this. This is do you know how many original copies are out there given to his friends? This is the original. Yeah. How much juice was in him at that point?
I got first editions of all of his stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Signed.
We got them all.
No, Joni has them.
James McEachin, completely unaware of the Silver Star until Team Dreyer presented the findings, and how do you not love that? Yeah. When we return, we're going to get into all of these TV shows.
Real quick,
some stuff that'll blow your mind, huh?
When he got that award, you know what he said? He goes, "I'm honored. I didn't expect." Most guys would be pissed. It took this long. Yeah, he says, "I'm honored to get an award like that."
Well, because that
guy's a badass.
That's my friend James McEachin.
Yeah, you bet he is.
Well, this after back on the Big Dog of Broadcasting, meant to say casting, on great radio stations throughout America and on YouTube under Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. We'll be this after back.
Even though
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Well, it's a night.
Oh, man, I haven't heard this in a long time.
Don't you love the King? The King wouldn't be around without black men. You know that.
He only stole from the best.
Well, he admitted it.
Yeah, well, not from Paul Staples, because Paul.
He admitted it. Well, it's a hell, it's a whole hell.
That sounds like hookers.
You've been there, too.
Burnt bacon, peanut butter. Welcome back to Outlaw Radio, my friendlies. Welcome back to Outlaw Radio on YouTube. All you need to do is punch in. Well, you don't need to do anything. I'm not the boss of you, but if you decide to punch in Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, you will find us. And at that point, subscribe. God, don't make me beg. Don't make me sing. Subscribe.
Yeah.
It's simple. Subscribe.
Smash it.
To Magic Matt's Outlaw. Smashing it and subscribing are two different things. Smash the like button. You know, I don't know why, but everybody says that, so do that.
This guy's good.
There's cash and then
on the line.
subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, okay? Enough of that. But, you know, why not watch us when you've got a great Jimmy McEachin, 92 years old. He's got maybe a week left. I mean, and this could be the last show he does. So this is a big deal, my friends. James McEachin, if you're above the age of 50, and by the way, for those of you who are old at heart, you could be over 40 and still know all the shows that he was in. But before I get to all those shows, and I promise you one thing, you will find this interesting. I am going to tell you a story I've never told on the radio. And this was 20-some odd, and I do mean odd years ago. James McEachin and I on New Year's Eve hanging out at the Valley Inn, the aforementioned, we mentioned that last hour, the Valley Inn in Sherman Oaks. Oh, we're drinking, having a good old time.
Like now.
And we're heading over. It was either New Year's Eve or it was Christmas Eve. It was one of those eves that we were having the greatest time, and it was one of those great nights where it's just James and I palling around looking for poontang.
Oh.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Not me, Laurie.
No, never.
Not me.
No.
James
is the king of that.
What I meant to say was palling around looking for the world's greatest Bloody Mary. That's what I meant to say. But instead, we were... Anyway, so we left the Valley Inn, heading over to Mom and Dad's house in Granada Hills, right here in the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from Hollywood, Cali, where all those miscreant a-holes live. And not that there aren't some miscreant a-holes here in the Valley, because we know them, don't we, James?
Hello.
Yeah, okay, that's a yes. So minding our own business, driving over there, all of a sudden we end up about a half a mile from Mom and Dad's house, and in front of us, about a half a mile, all of these lights. There are fire engines and cop cars and lights, and we had been drinking since early in the afternoon. So I think it's feasible to say that, well, first of all, James... Did I not mention at the top of the show with James McEachin, the beloved actor, that he is an intelligent guy? So, he's not driving. I'm driving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, up until this point...
And didn't listen to instructions.
Right.
Up until this point, James McEachin is always the intelligent guy, and he said, "Hey, Matt, look at all those lights, and, you know, we've been drinking quite a bit. Maybe you should turn around."
Right.
And as James would say it, "Oh no, Magic Matt thinks he's Superman. This guy can repel bullets and DUIs with simply his stare."
I'm Magic Matt.
Well,
No, you had an argument with Mr.
How'd that work out for you?
yeah, well, we're getting there. So James said, "No, Matt, I really think you should turn around and go the back way, because you see all those lights?"
Yeah, not a good idea.
And I said, "No problem, my good actor's friend." And so we headed right up there, and I went over a fire hose.
Oh.
Okay, now all of a sudden, now I'm asked to, you went over, if I back up, the cops are out, and they said, back up. So I backed up, parked over there, and of course, it's New Year's Eve, so they're on the lookout. And P.S., James McEachin, can you think of a more perfect night to do something so stupid as to run your car into it looked like a fireworks display with all of these fire engines and cops. So I backed up. All of a sudden, the cop comes over, and, you know, I'm thinking, well, I'm out of the woods. I just backed up. I can just turn around. He comes over, flashes the old light, and says, "Have you been drinking?" I said, "Well, a little bit." Kissing.
Mistake number one.
No, you know what I really.
If he's not honest.
You know what I really said? No, what I really said was, you mean like a booze? Okay. He said, out of the car. So, he checked me out. I don't even know if he gave me the sobriety check. I was so
Didn't have to.
He didn't have to. I was so friggin' wasted. And we're laughing about this, but I'll give you the upshot in a second. So the cop says, well, and then I happen to mention my buddy, and I'm no names, Dennis Zine, LAPD sergeant and councilman for Los Angeles, the last great councilman, my buddy Dennis. I mentioned his name, and he said, and no names, but this cop said, Matt, we can work it out. You can leave your car here, right? And yeah. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm off the hook. He goes over to his partner, who is a woman.
Uh-oh.
And you can tell by the look in her eyes, she's an angry, man-hating woman. And she's looking over. He came back.
Jimmy said Sandra Locke.
Sandra Locke. Yeah. Sandra Locke Jr. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he came back over and he said, Matt, and he's whispering this to me. He said, Matt, I would let you off. I said, I understand things happen. We're both buddies with the same guy. She will not allow this to happen. And because there's two of us, I'm going to have to nail you for this. And he did. And
how'd that feel?
I don't know how Jimmy got over to Mom and Dad's house.
He did.
By the way.
He took a cab or something.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm not drinking. I can take his car.
No, Matt. I think the cops brought him.
Yeah. Probably. They recognized Jimmy McEachin. So it's like, okay, come along with us. So
from the hood.
So I ended up in the Hoos Gal, and then this good cop called my buddy Dennis. I gave him the home number, and Dennis said, okay, blah, 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 blah. They let me out under my own recognizance, but but the bitch is, you got to pay an ass load. You got to go to all the classes and all, and I don't recommend it to anyone. And here's the good news, my friends. That is the last time I ever drank and drove a vehicle. The absolute last time. And PSS, I am thankful to this day for that day and for that happening to me with you riding shotgun, James McEachin.
And you said not to tell anybody. I never said it.
No, and I know that, and now I'm coming out with it. It's been 20-some friggin' years, and I think that there's a lesson to be learned. I will never get behind the wheel with any booze. I mean, more than a drink and a half, okay? And that's the honest-to-God truth. I will never do that again because that night, I believe, saved my life. Because I used to drink and drive all the friggin' time.
You were invincible.
Yes, and I believe James McEachin, that saved my life and could have saved the lives of so many others.
And you saved Jim's life too.
Yeah, no, he's the dumbass that got in the car with me.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
He jumped ship.
Yeah.
Had it been you, Laurie, I would have stayed in the car.
Of course.
You.
There he goes.
Times have changed too. Now get a DUI now and watch what happens.
Yeah. Well, that was
at least 15 grand.
What? No. It was 10 grand back then.
Nah. Wait a minute. Say that again.
Don't tell me, nah. I paid it.
I got my only one in '94. Also, my only one.
By the way, okay. Truth be told, I didn't have to pay the entire 10 grand.
Good for you.
But
who do you pay the 10 grand? That's a lot of money.
Okay. Here, I think you'll find this interesting and funny.
Gascon.
Okay. No. No. Here's what happened. So I got on the phone with the biggest name DUI attorney here in Los Angeles, Top Gun DUI.
Oh,
unless you look good in that sort of thing.
Miles L. Berman.
Miles.
And I did a trade out with him for airtime.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Even with that said, you still have to go to the AA meetings.
Yeah.
And I learned later that no, all you really need to do is just sign it yourself. You really don't have to. Oh, I shouldn't let the cat out of the bag in case you're nailed for a DUI.
Easy, Big Daddy, easy.
But the bottom line is here, and I mean this from my heart: don't drink booze and drive. Period.
You're right.
Period.
100%, man.
All right,
You're right.
now let's get into the life and times of James McEachin and the great
enough of
TV
this
shows.
guy. I'm sick of him. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn extra.
Okay.
Glorified extra.
Yeah, hello.
All right. Rockford Files. McMillan and Wife.
Whoa.
Now,
I worked that show.
When you were on McMillan and Wife, James McEachin, were you aware that Rock Hudson was a poof? Okay, hold on.
No, I didn't. I met Rock.
I got a Rock Hudson story.
No, I didn't. I didn't know.
And I say poof.
I had worked with him. I think that was my third time, but we did.
Wait, my ears are ringing from those listeners and viewers to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube saying, "You're a caveman. You're a caveman," saying "poof." Yeah, you're a caveman.
Okay, in Germany,
we're
it's
gay. We're gay. We're homosexual. We're not poofs.
Who cares?
It's a British.
Nobody
it's
cares.
it's British.
Right, yeah. Well, screw them. We don't have time for that.
Matt,
What happened?
Rock Hudson got me my SAG card.
Is that well?
On McMillan.
Look at your physique from back then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was.
I heard James McEachin got your brother Marty a SAG card.
He did.
Paul Staples. Paul Staples, always a well-built man, and what? Yeah.
I was liked back then.
All right, and Rock Hudson liked you, and
Never gave it up though.
No, of course not.
Oh, boy.
No.
Here we go.
Hey, but by the way,
you're amongst friends.
by the way, Rock Hudson's real name, Roy Fitzgerald, was one of the finest, nicest people
Bet he
in
was.
Hollywood.
I bet he
This guy
was,
a
man.
Well, Jimmy
gentleman.
worked with him in McMillan.
no, exactly.
3 times I worked with Rock.
He was an amazing man. Amazing man.
But one day
Okay.
we were in a bar.
Yeah, you and Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
Numbers.
I can't remember. No, I'm joking.
What happened, Jimmy?
Rock said, there was somebody visiting me from back in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Even if they saw somebody they thought was an extra was important. And I won't call the lady's name out because I believe she's still alive.
Right, someone we'd know. Okay.
Right. So she said, Jimmy, you work with Rock Hudson. They introduced us. We were in this bar on Sunset Boulevard. What's the
Doesn't
Rainbow?
matter. Doesn't matter. One of the bars.
Yeah, one of the bars
Here in Hollywood.
where everybody hung out.
Saratoga.
Yeah.
Saratoga. Yeah, there you go.
Paul Staples would know. Yeah.
Been there many times.
And
so they wanted to meet. They were visiting from out of town. They wanted to meet a celebrity.
Why
Just
not?
so happened Rock was in the.
By the way, big celebrity, Rock Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's a movie star.
he's an A-lister.
You bet, man.
was.
So I finally got off from the table and walked on and said, "Hey, Rock, how you doing? Do I know you? Me, Jimmy McEachin. Oh, how you doing, my friend? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Right.
And I looked back over that table where I left, and this person was saying, "Can you go out? Can you all go? Can we come over and join you?" And I said, "Rock, they want to come over and say hi to you."
Right.
So he said, Rock was with his lawyer, that little short guy. What's his name?
It doesn't matter.
Bernie
Go ahead.
Brillstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I said, I'll be back in a minute, but I'm going to the John. And the guy that was with Rock looked around and said, "You going to the John?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, really?" So that already told me that I'm in trouble, right? So I decided I would not go to the John.
What?
I
You're
looked back
such a
over to the
stud,
table,
Jimmy.
and they're saying, "Yeah." Now the bartender, whom I knew,
Yeah.
Eddie. It was Eddie.
I
Saratoga.
said, "Oh, yeah."
There's not a bartender in this city you didn't know.
Hello?
James? Yeah.
Oh, I was.
So what's the upshot of this?
The upshot of this is that I said, I'm not going to the John.
Okay.
And the guy said, you son of a bitch, you said you were going. And then I came back to my chair and I said, no.
So gay things happened in the bathroom?
Oh,
Is that what
wow.
you're saying?
Are you kidding me? That's what it's all
Hollywood.
Wow. Okay.
So I never touched that again.
James McEachin.
Then I did what
Yes.
we did Night Train to L.A. with Rock again.
Okay.
He said, we always seem to end up together.
Uh-huh.
Whoa!
Yeah. So you knew what he was sort of inferring?
No, that's the power of old movie stars.
Yeah.
But he never forced the issue.
He wasn't overt, right?
And then don't forget, I was doing a show called Remember Perry Mason.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Starring
Raymond Burr.
Hello.
Another poof. Another poof. Raymond Burr.
But what a fine guy.
He only worked with gay guys.
Yeah. Did you only work with gay men?
No, he worked with Clint.
Were you busy at the time? No, I didn't. Because I wasn't believing whatever you like. That's your problem.
Yeah, me too. We believe that. Everyone on this show believes that. Whatever your sexual proclivity is, we don't care.
Your problem. That's your business.
Yeah, Hollywood used to not care about that.
Do your thing. Oh, now they're shoving it down our throats.
Well,
hey,
they want to stand on the rivertop and shout from the mountaintop.
Yeah. But so Raymond Burr, another one. Play Misty for me.
I didn't know. Yeah,
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, well, I did that. Yeah.
No, Clint Eastwood.
The disc jockey in that show was a little light.
Was it? Wait, was Sweet El Monty? He wasn't gay in that movie?
No, I was Sweet El Monty.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Paul's trying to bust your balls, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Right.
But you played.
Where's my 45?
I'll tell you this. James McEachin.
Got it.
I have in the house.
James.
Don't let Matt here because he'll convert it to something.
James, you played a better disc jockey than Clint because that was such a crock of crap. This guy, and you know I adore Clint Eastwood as an actor, the greatest of all time. But man, him playing a disc jockey, he was the most boring guy. And,
He was.
And some chick from San Francisco spotted him, heard him on the air, and
That wasn't some chick.
What?
That was a pretty hottie.
No, you're missing the point. It's the gal that wants to hire him to work at a radio station.
Oh, you know who that was? Irene Hervey.
The old bag. Oh, the old
Irene
bag.
Hervey,
Yeah.
who her son was was a hot singer.
Oh, okay.
That's why she got the job.
Someone we know.
Well, that's the game.
Yeah.
That's the Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
You gotta have a talent. You gotta back it. You
Yeah,
gotta
of
back
course.
the game, man.
So, but
Everything's nepotism.
But do you remember your rap? Do you remember some of your rap?
Hey, this is Sweet El Monty being bold. Hey, everybody, this is Sweet El Monty. Blowing coal, being bold, doing things that rock and roll or whatever.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I remember it.
Close enough.
What year was that, Jimmy?
That was 70. That was 72-ish, 73. Yeah.
No, before
Play Misty
73.
for
I know
me.
it was before 73.
Yeah, well, it was.
But Jimmy was so
Clint
believable.
didn't know. I didn't know Clint, and when he came into the office, someone said one of the casting directors at the Universal.
Oh, so that was your first meeting with Clint? Play Misty for me.
Yeah, right.
Ah.
Yeah, and so
that big lanky dude.
I was just
That big lanky dude.
Yeah.
That would be Clint Eastwood.
I didn't know anything about Clint. Who was he a star? And I didn't know.
Yeah, well, he was.
And just so that Bob Lasenko, you remember him? Bob Lasenko was casting in it. Yeah. And I was hanging out with the casting directors. This was my third or fourth job in acting.
Right.
And I didn't know anything about it.
And there you go.
Still don't know anything about it.
That's how it works.
But that's what James said. He never had any formal training.
Don't waste my time. Yeah.
Don't make him sing.
It's true. He is simply a guy that acts.
He just showed up.
That's it, man.
Matt, what Jimmy would always tell me, because I wanted to be an actor in a bad way, and Jimmy said, look.
Hey, Mart, you are an actor in a bad way.
And he said, all right, let's have a laugh on me. There you go. All right, that's good. Feels good.
You make it so easy for me.
I know, that was a man. You just took that bait like a mother.
So anyway.
Jimmy would tell me, Marty, okay, so you do construction. Look.
That's my brother Mark,
You
by
do
the way.
construction. You make a difference in the world. You build. He goes, what do those actors do? We do nothing. We
That's true.
pretend we do
And I
crap.
still say the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you make it
talking props.
right, and you make an S load of money. An S load of money.
Oh yeah.
I never knew. First of all, I didn't think. The money never really. That's why I did when I did Perry Mason. I played Lieutenant Brock on that for that.
Oh yeah, you didn't make any money on that. Hey, I'll call BS on that, brother.
Well, I didn't make it. Well, it wasn't that
Okay,
much.
bye. Okay. It's not interesting to the
Every
listeners.
director,
what happened-
every director on Perry Mason wanted him, and he would pick and choose who was at the bar that night. That's how he would get his
No.
gigs.
But see, that's what's so cool about James McEachin. He was never out there kissing ass.
No.
You know, and it's weird that they sort of respected that. It's like, wow, this guy doesn't want our money, doesn't want our gig.
That's
so
he's called being real.
Yeah, so they want him even more. You played second fiddle or third or fourth or whatever, but
I didn't want to do that.
But hold on, you were in the
Matlock. Dean Hargrove wrote Matlock,
right?
Yeah.
Which was one of the all-time.
Dean was a
shows for
sweet
everybody.
guy too, man. Good man.
I just didn't want to do it anymore. When they came by with the script, and I was playing Lieutenant Brock or whatever the guy's name was.
Yeah.
And I said, I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm tired.
God, can you believe that these actors that would kill their brother to be in a show?
Yeah, but they almost killed the actor.
But that's 30 years in
Dean-
the making, Jim. That's 30 years in the making, man, to be able to do that.
I
But,
didn't care. Well, I didn't care about that.
James McEachin was in a movie or two with the great one John friggin' Wayne, a poof.
Duke, because
And
I
the
enjoyed
Duke was
John
not a
Wayne.
poof. Not a poof.
Wait a minute. I enjoyed working with John. John Wayne said, did I tell you the story?
This is True Grit.
Tell it
On
again.
True Grit.
True
right?
Grit, yeah.
True Grit.
Wait,
I had
before you
done-
tell
I
the
had-
story, hold on. Save the story. Hit it, Lori. Should be right there, ready.
Lori?
The United States Court of the Western District, having criminal jurisdiction in the Indian Territory, is now in session.
Mr. Rooster J. Cogburn will take the stand. Hello! Bill!
Did it once.
I'll be a son of a bitch. Now, Matt, you doing some clever stuff there, huh?
Mr. Reuben J. Cogburn will take the stand.
That's it. What's
I got to tell you this.
Wait. Hold on. We don't have time. Go to break right now. Okay, you have a John Wayne story.
I got to tell you this. 'cause it's
Rooster
important.
Cogburn story next on Outlaw Radio.
Oh, well, that's amazing. Let me tell you.
Gatorade with vodka.
As soon as we come back, I got to tell you how I got this show.
Oh, we're gonna listen.
And how I became friends with John Wayne. Where you going?
Save it.
Wait a minute, bring this back with you.
Save the John Wayne story.
I am. Marty, tell me.
Take his headphones off, Marty.
Yeah, right in there.
Now, Paul just took it all.
No, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I got to tell you because of my favorite all-time story.
Well, wait.
When you come back.
Yeah, by the way, we have the mics up now for those folks watching us on YouTube. So we'll continue with the mics open. Try not to say anything off color, Jimmy.
No F words. No F-bombs.
No, you can use F-bombs. It's usually
John
wrong.
Wayne was not a Negro.
James, no F-bombs.
No, I said you can use F-bombs. We're on YouTube.
Oh, fuck.
You can't.
No.
You can't use fucking F-bombs.
No, I don't use
terrestrial
F-bombs.
radio.
I never curse. I don't curse on the radio. I don't curse in front of women.
Stop it.
You never. I got to think back now. Every time I've never said a profane word in front of a woman.
That's true. Good job.
I never.
Not the Marine Corps, just the Corps.
Even when Lori was begging me, I still didn't.
Oh, Miss Lori. My goodness.
Oh my God, I was begging you, Jimmy.
Oh.
I'm begging you, Jimmy.
I hate this.
I
part.
never
hate
said.
that part.
There was some woman who, you know, who the other night was at that hotel.
How about what's the gal from Perry Mason? What was her name? We hung out with.
Oh, she was a great lady.
What was her name?
Barbara Hale.
Barbara Hale. Dude,
Sweetheart.
that guy's got him and her.
My buddy.
This was wild. That gal was meaner than him. They terrorized Ventura Boulevard. Absolutely terrorized Ventura Boulevard.
Never. No, I don't. I never say the F word in front of a woman. I don't know, because of my age or whatever. But I got
you're a
to get
gentleman.
away from that. I got to tell you about the John Wayne thing.
No, when we come back.
Well, that's what I got the thing. Got the.
Matt, Billy said, our HR guy, Billy, he said out there, really? Marines were afraid of Paul Taylor said, and Billy's a Marine, so he said, oh.
Hey, got the all the stuff he did with the military and the veterans stuff. Marines stood up. Marines.
There was a bit, though.
No, they like the white. They like the whites.
Well, because they're a little effeminate.
No.
You're listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. If you're listening on YouTube, then smash it.
My mentor,
And
Joel Lombardi.
get that bell going.
Special effects.
We hope to see you soon.
Special effects, as far as I'm concerned. He was, Lucille Ball says, Joe, your effects are unlimited. His company was called Special Effects Unlimited. Joe Lombardi was the governor. Joe. The governor. This is like, he was serious. This guy was serious, man, you know.
Huh?
And did all the Godfathers, all them stuff, you know.
He brought 7?
Oh, here, yeah. I'm from Joni.
I already read the introduction.
You gotta make him sign it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Joni comes first. Well, last night she and I talked.
Harry,
That's it's a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, you can have it.
Thank you. If we don't call her, I want to call my lawyer.
I know. I just read a couple pages. I want to read the book.
Hey, Matt, should we get Dad on the phone for his birthday to say James?
You gotta do that, yeah.
Give us some Teaneck, New Jersey stories.
I'm sorry.
Teaneck, New Jersey.
Hackensack.
Remind me before the very last break, Mark.
Hackensack.
It's all in the book.
Well, Jimmy,
I know, I need to.
Carolina boy.
It's one of the tragic stories, and I got away from Matt getting really okay here and stuff. One of the great tragic stories of my life.
I live 20 minutes from Hackensack.
My daughter wants to.
What happened to that?
Well, maybe he'll do us one so I can read it and I'll bring it back.
Tell her to mention my name and they will see it.
He's a hero. He's a local hero.
Well, you got to do after Lori gets finished reading this book, then talk to her.
Yeah, read the book first, just in case.
After you and I come back from big,
And you did say daughter.
Oh well.
Never stop, my friend. I love it.
You got to keep working.
Lori, you see 614 there. Have that ready.
Yeah.
I mean, James is my best wingman. We go in the valley, and James was like, "Meet my friend Mark. He's a big star.
Big legendary.
He's a legendary. He's a celebrity." And the girl's like, "What do you do?"
Oh, I heard that. We talked about that last week.
We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Is it too much to ask that you subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube? Maybe it is too much. Perhaps it is too much. If it is, don't do it. If it's not, get up there. Go over there. Subscribe to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, the same great place to find James McEachin, legendary actor James McEachin, and his new book. And there's a name to this book. It's called Sweet Chariot.
Swing low, my sweet chariot.
That's it. Kiss.
Hello.
Kiss me, my sweet chariot. But swing low, my sweet chariot. Look for it at Amazon. Buy it. If it's a tome written by the great James McEachin, it will be a tremendous read. I promise you, or your money back. James will give you your money back.
I will do that. Someone said that the book is amazing.
All right, see that?
And if it's written, did you really write that?
Yeah.
People don't want to believe that you can actually write.
Yeah.
That's what at any rate.
Well, being a black guy and all, it's like, we're not certain that
Clint
you
Eastwood is not black.
You can articulate.
This guy, there's nothing.
Now wait a second. Is Matt being racist? Is Matt being racial? No.
Matt is being Matt.
Yeah. And you know what? And people are people. Whatever they do. A little nod to the mode.
I want to get to, if you don't mind.
No, you need to. Where we last left off,
we're going to talk about John Wayne.
You were in. Weren't you in two? Weren't you in True Grit or just Coogan's Bluff?
Got to tell you, I was in both. If you don't mind.
That's what I thought.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You're part of the
John Wayne films.
Yes.
Mac, I've done 150 shows.
Yeah. No, I know that. I have them all here.
Or more.
Yes.
But I'm astonished at your research. I mean, it's just really great. But I gotta tell you this one thing.
Yeah.
My acting debut was just absolutely awful. I didn't know that you had to go on stage knowing these lines, how to read them, how to memorize them, blah blah blah, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But at any rate, Alan Corey, who was my agent at the time, said they're doing a movie over at Paramount Studios called True Grit. There's a role of a clerk in the picture I think you would be great for. You can go in there and win that role. And, and if you do that, it's going to be all right. It isn't much, not much dialogue. Yeah. But the fact is, it's with John Wayne.
Yeah, pretty huge.
The Duke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean I would be working with John Wayne? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with the Duke, John Wayne.
So that sort of tickled your fancy, right?
Hello.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
So Alan puts me in his car, drives me over to Paramount Studios, and I get out of the car, and we go through the security and all that kind of stuff, which security wasn't very tight at that time.
Yeah.
So
Those
they
were the
said,
days.
so the guys, they let me in, and Alan is driving. This is, which was really kind of startling at the time. Okay. There's a white man chauffeuring around a black guy. Right?
Okay.
Hello.
That's why they let you in.
Right. So we go over to the stage, get out of the car, and go on the stage, and Alan points to a couple of chairs on the stage, and he said, "You see those two? You see those
chairs?
The chairs there?
Right. Yeah.
One of those chairs is the director.
All right.
Now, I've not been in this business over 20 minutes.
Right.
So I don't know if that's really important or not. But at least I think it is important because Alan went through all of this trouble.
Right, and you're no dummy. You can suss things
Hello.
out. Okay. So
Yeah,
what
right.
happened?
So he said, go up there and introduce yourself and tell him you're here.
Right.
Because there's a role in the movie for the court clerk, and I think you should do it. I know you should. You got to win over the other guy with him, and it's going to be yours.
Right.
I do exactly what Alan tells me to do. I walk up to the guy who's talking to another guy in this big director's chair, and he happened to be, and he looked up. The guy looked up, and he says to me, "What are you doing here?" So I said, my agent, which automatically put me in a different class.
Yeah, my agent.
My agent.
My-
Hello.
Yes. Right. Uh-huh.
I want to be able to try out for this role for the clerk to the hanging judge.
Right.
So the man said, "Can you act?" I said, "Well, I'm probably better than anybody else you got on this stage."
Amen,
The other
brother.
guy in the other
Amen.
chair says, "Hi, the son of a bitch, Henry."
Is that right?
I swear to God.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was Henry Hathaway.
Yeah?
Go back.
The director.
Henry Hathaway was the producer.
Hire the son of a
Yes,
bitch.
he was the director too. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, I love this.
The Henry Hathaway.
Yeah.
And the other guy was John Wayne. Turned around and said, "Hire the son of a bitch."
No kidding, John
That's how I
Wayne
got
was-
the way. That's how I got the show.
That's a great story. No audition. No audition.
Well, I got to take. So the thing about it is, so from that moment on, Duke and I had, like a good palsy-walsy relationship.
Yeah.
So
would you drink together?
Yeah. Later on, we went out. Didn't you read?
Love that.
Did he still have his place in Encino on Louise right there?
No, we ended up. No, this was at Paramount Studios.
Oh, no. But his house in Encino, what he had for years.
But that was later.
Yeah.
That was the next picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm walking with John Wayne. We're talking something that's kind of special here.
Okay.
The Duke, right?
Yeah.
So I started reading the lines that you read, what he read a little earlier. I kept running over those lines of the guy when he said hire him. Henry Hathaway, who was the most racist director, he was one of those guys like some of those other directors.
But he's the first guy that says hire this son of a bitch.
No, John Wayne said.
So it was John before Hathaway.
Duke Wayne said,
"Wow, hire the son of a bitch."
That son of a bitch.
Okay, all right.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, he could call Mama Gorilla or something like that.
Yeah.
If I'm working with John Wayne,
Yeah.
I'm
Done deal, man.
Bet your ass.
Farting through silk.
Right?
You're in high cotton.
So I'm
okay, maybe
gonna-
that's the wrong thing to say.
Now I got about 5 or 6 lines.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mr. Rooster J. Cogburn, I'm 100 years old now, and I can still remember the line.
All right.
Mr. Rooster J. Cogburn will take a stand.
Yeah.
Mr. Rooster J. Cogburn will take a stand. Mr. Rooster J. Cogburn will take a stand. I tried all of these ways of saying it, right?
Right.
The stage is still lit and all the rest of that kind of stuff.
Right.
So John Wayne said, say the lines.
Yeah.
Mr. Rooster J. Cogburn will take a stand. Now, Hathaway comes over to me and says, I want more head scratching. I want you to do this. I want you to do that.
Yeah.
Now, what he was trying to get me to do, and I swear to Christ, this is a true story, he wanted me to play Uncle Tom. So I said, I don't do that. Now, don't forget, I've been a policeman. I've been a private.
Yeah. But explain that to the viewer and or listener who happens to be a kid and doesn't understand what so the dialect and the whole the old black thing. Right?
Oh yeah. He wanted the almost. He wanted to be shuffling and everything like that, Mr. Rooster.
Right, man. Yeah. Yes, sir, Mr.
Yes, sir,
Mr.
and all that kind of
Cockburn.
stuff.
Yes.
But I wouldn't do it.
Right.
So we turned the next few minutes or whatever
I love
of
this.
my saying, going over these lines. No, don't do it that way. No, you will do it this way. So, and I said, finally he got exasperated and says,
But wait.
Yeah.
I bet John Wayne wasn't in the room at that time.
no, he was in the room at that time.
Oh, he was.
Because
Okay.
he's standing on the side because Duke knew that the director,
Right.
it's the director's show.
Was
once he takes
was a
over.
racist.
No, but he knew that whoever was in charge, that the director is in charge of the set.
Right.
He says what
Right.
goes, what does not go.
Okay.
I don't know this. I just know that from a principle of being a black man. I don't want to come back doing this Angie by myself.
Yeah.
You bet. You bet. Right.
And I didn't do it.
Right.
So I think what happened at that time is Henry Hathaway said, excuse me, ladies, screw it.
Right.
Just go and shoot the goddamn thing.
Yes.
Time is moving, and I got to move on. This is my movie, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And Duke Wayne standing over there is saying to me, keep on.
Yeah.
This is John Wayne, the racist.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know?
Right. And by the way, for those of you who just tuned in, who heard him say that, he's saying that tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. John Wayne, the supposed racist. Right.
Right. But there's more to the story. I got to tell you that.
Yes.
And
Go.
honest to God, it's the truth.
I believe you, Jimmy McEachin.
So he said, they shot the scene.
Yeah.
And went to wardrobe and the whole the same day because they're behind time now. So the director is saying he's got to move on. The AD, there were a couple of Mexicans in the scene.
Yeah.
the director, Henry Hathaway didn't like them either.
Don't you mean Latinos?
Well, I'm talking about going back in
I know
the day,
what it is
right?
back then. Yes. Yes.
So
I'm 3 steps
when we
ahead.
got finished, Duke said, you know, that kind of attaboy kid, you know, that kind of thing. Now, this is my first on a major studio lot.
With John Wayne.
With John Wayne.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So we struck up a conversation. We started talking, and he said to me something to the effect that, what do you do and all that kind of stuff. And I told him about my opera, that I had been wounded in Korea, blah, 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 whatever. And I believe that had an effect on him because
No shit.
So Duke said to me, "That's all right, kid. You'll be in my next picture."
Yeah.
Oh, be a son of a gun.
And I did not believe that.
Right.
Here's John Wayne is going to tell me.
Right.
I want to be in another movie with him.
Right. More Hollywood.
I ain't got the business being in this one.
More Hollywood BS, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, but let me.
But what happened?
So after we got finished shooting, I said, "Hey, John, nice meeting at the Duke and all that." So, well, we'll do her again. Right. Of course we'll do her again.
Yeah.
About a month later, maybe it was a month, I get a message from my
agent. Doesn't matter who it comes from.
It came from my
publicist.
A letter from the studio.
Yeah.
To me, Mr. Jimmy Collins. I'll never forget the name. And it was this script inside of this envelope, and it was a thing called The Undefeated.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
All right. Addressed to Jimmy McEachin. Right? Yeah. So I called the studio and told them that I had received this script in the mail sent from Batjack, B-A-T-J-A-C Production.
Clint's company.
Which was John Wayne.
John Wayne, yeah.
Which was John Wayne's production company.
Mm-hmm.
He had already told them to hire me.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And I ended up, if you look at The Undefeated, you'll see I'm doing it. Obviously, I'm doing it.
You're a bad mofo.
But that was Duke Wayne.
Yeah, that's the you mean the racist Duke
the
Wayne.
racist John Wayne.
Right? The racist.
There's an addition to that story.
Go.
We go down to...
and Rock Hudson was in that movie.
Not in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or wherever we shot it at.
Love Louisiana, by the way.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We're sitting over there we're standing on the set. This is a month later, right? And Duke was talking about the picture they did shot, which was True Grit. I'm still in it.
Yep.
But what happened, I didn't get any credit. I mean, you see it's me. You know, but I didn't get any credit because I think Henry Hathaway got pissed off at me. And
Hathaway, great director. Total racist.
The legendary director.
Yeah,
right?
total racist.
But an a-hole.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Hello, exactly
but
what
a
it was.
talent.
Right? I got thrown off here for a second.
Yeah.
So Duke said, oh, God, what did I leave off before?
You're talking about the next James, the next, undefeated movie you're in.
Right. And but there was something I missed out.
John was sitting on the set. You were talking about the last movie.
Yeah, but there was something else about. Oh, I know what happened. There was a group of extras in the yard.
Right.
A group of extras in the yard way down in Louisiana. They come down to the sea. The great John Wayne is making a movie down here.
Yeah, well, of course.
With Rock Hudson.
Yep.
Now, these are two mega Hollywood stars.
Major.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better. Right. So, Duke comes over to me as he breaks it away from the tourists on the set. And he said, Jim, I want you to go down and take a look at the basement here. And I swear to God, it's a true story. Take a look at the basement down there because it'll send chills up your spine, blah, 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 blah. I said, what do you want? What am I looking at? He says, go down in the house and take a look around.
What was down there? We're running short here.
Slave days.
Yeah, so he said, so what would he said, go down there, right? So I go down, interrupt the talk he was having with the tourists, go down to look at the basement of the cellar of this
You better tell us what is down there within 20 seconds, or we're not going to hear it.
Get down at the basement, and there is all the slave stuff you've ever seen in your life.
Whoa!
All the slave stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff.
And I left, and I went back upstairs, and I said, Duke, I saw it.
Yeah.
And that's what it was, all the slave stuff.
Heavy.
With this after back on Outlaw Radio.
Oh.
Plantains, by any other name, are still bananas. And now there's a new game in town led by an hombre named Matt. A poker-playing, cigar-smoking, barbecue-eating talker. They call him Magic in these parts. And he's made bananas a kind of art form. The kind of talking that makes people sit up and bark at the moon.
Don't live his fate.
Ordinary just got better. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Oh, I don't know, just sort of hanging with a guy that ran with the Duke, John Wayne.
El Duco.
Yeah. His name is Jimmy McEachin, a.k.a. James McEachin. Look him up. You don't have to look him up if you spend some time with us on Outlaw Radio. And on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. That's how you find us. What we've decided is on YouTube, we will continue on after the top of the hour. So we will continue on YouTube for those of you digging Jimmy.
Bet your ass.
Many, many more stories.
Hey, man, I had a lot
For terrestrial radio, we will continue as long as we can continue. Because I'm about a 12th of the way down the page of his credits of TV shows. Yeah, and we spent almost 3 hours with this man.
And we haven't moved yet.
No, we haven't. No, it's sort of ridiculous, the plethora of stuff that this man has accomplished. And this is just showbiz stuff. I mean, forget about the fact that, oh gosh, he served our country and gave up parts of his body, shrapnel still lodged in his flesh
today
in the Korean War. Hey, Laura, you got him?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'd like to say thanks to a dad that why am I getting that hum? What's going on?
Got it.
Thank you, Laura. God, I just sounded like my father just then, didn't I?
You turned into dad.
Oh yeah, thank you, Lord. Would he get pissed at us?
Hey, that's my
The apple
friend.
doesn't fall far.
Yeah,
There's
he'd
nothing
say,
wrong with that.
thank you, Lord. No, I totally turned into. I've totally turned into my father. And if all of us, including but not limited to James McEachin, my brother Mart, the Tattoo Dave, Mark C.G. Boyer, Paul Staples, the special effects dude, and Lori Downey Jr., if you'll all help me sing Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gary. My dad. Happy birthday to you. Gary C. Claude. It stands for Claude. My father. 88. You know, that's not supposed to.
He's a child.
That's not supposed to happen, Dad. And Jimmy is calling you a child because he's 92, and he means that sincerely, Dad.
Where's Gary?
He's still cooking.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's on the phone.
He's on the phone.
Oh, he's on the phone.
Let James say hi to him, man.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Dad, James has had a couple vinos. Do you know how that might affect you?
All right.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I remember those days, yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Well, I figured I'd come around here to see how the big celebrity. You know, I got to say this because he's not going to want me to say this. I didn't really know that Matt Allen was this good as a host, or whatever you called it.
Wow, how about that, Dad?
Huh? The man's a bitch. Honest to God, he is. No, he really is.
Loving this.
Yeah, the man.
That was Gary.
The man's a bitch, and by the way, you're talking to my bitch, my dad, who put
No,
me.
he's smoking.
Who between him and my mother put me on this planet.
So, Dad, I was just talking to Jimmy about you. He said, man, get your dad on the phone. I'd love to talk to him.
Oh, is that what we did? And so there he is.
And it was a request, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and you did it. Thanks.
Hey, Dad, happy. I 8-0, man. That's friggin' ridiculous.
I'm gonna teach you how to play the piano one of these days.
Hey, would you do that?
Yeah.
Where are you?
That's my. Doesn't matter where he is. He's at his home.
Come on by here.
Here's the bottom line. My father is the world's greatest friggin' musician on the planet.
100%.
Absolutely.
I mean that with my hand to God.
thanks.
And on my daughter and on Lori Downey Jr.'s life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, he plays. Unlike Wayne Newton, and nothing against Wayne Newton.
You should have had. We should have had a little party here for him.
We're having a party right now.
Well, he's not here.
Every instrument he picks up, he plays extremely well. I mean, like the guy you want to hire at your session as a session player. Dad, Gary Shearer.
And he's such a marvelous human being on top of it.
Yeah, and he's a great he's a great dad. Dad, happy birthday. I love you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the only instrument I don't play is the shoehorn.
Well, why is that?
Because I can't read the footnotes.
Boom! Boom! That's my dad. My thanks to Lori Downey Jr. My thanks to my dad, Gary.
Happy birthday, Gary.
My thanks to my brother Mart, Tattoo Dave, Paul Staples, Mark C.G. Boyer, the esteemed Jimmy McEachin, the great and esteemed Jimmy McEachin. We will continue on YouTube live at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. But for those of you listening to us on the greatest stations on the planet, thank you for being there. I'm Magic Matt. Don't forget, bumblebees can't fly.
Made the alligators look tame. Poke salad Annie. Poke salad Annie. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. I mean, vicious woman. Every day for supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her a mess of poke salad, carry it home in a tote sack. Poke salad Annie, the gators got your granny. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. Richard spiteful. Please raise a toast moment. Lord, I must pick my mess up. Her daddy was lazy and no count. Claimed he had a baby back. All her brothers were fit for stealing watermelons out of my truck patch. Poke salad Annie. The gators got your granny. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang.
Happy birthday, boy! I'm a little loud, or other
Turn
folks
these
are
up. I can't hear
other
you.
folks are loud there, Laura. Yeah, try. Yeah, see how, boy, that sound. And I just turned into Dad again. Like, I bet Dad's listening. Do you think Dad would know if he's hearing himself?
Yes.
Because, no, I just wonder. Because see, I know when my daughter is being me, but so do you hear some of you in me, Dad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's not
That took a
necessarily
second.
good. So, Dad. So, about 3 hours ago, my brother Mart, he said because I am terrible. I am terrible with birthdays and dates of birthdays. And I mean, even yours, the guy that procreated so I could appear on this planet, which means, I don't even want to think about that night or day. But yeah, what was it? Was it night or day? Here's the thing: I don't want to know, and I don't want to know where. I sort of do though at this age. No, but I don't. I really don't.
Come on, let's do it.
No. I don't want to hear. No, I really don't. That's not right.
What?
That's gross. But the bottom line is, how is an 80 son of a bitch, does that blows your mind, right?
Not really.
Really?
No, but 92 does.
92 does, Jimmy.
92.
Who in the hell is that old?
No, nobody's 92.
No, good.
Yeah, my friends, Dad, you are the kid. I mean, from Ronnie Shell, who is 91, to Milt Larson, who is 92, or is he 91? You are the kid. Yeah, but I will tell you this from my heart. I am so happy you're alive. Yeah, but Dad, how much longer do you think?
Oh my God!
God, that's a hell of a question.
What?
Right now, I'm the old kid on the block.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Wait a minute. I'm driven by to wave at you.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. I finally revealed that DUI story when I got the DUI about 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
With Jimmy McEachin on New Year's Eve, and it could have been. Mart swore it was New Year's Eve. I thought it was Christmas Eve, but it could have been New Year's Eve. It probably was Christmas Eve, but it did. What was it? Christmas Eve, or do you remember?
It was New Year's Eve.
It was New Year's Eve.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy knows. He's 92.
Yeah.
What does he know?
It was Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do I know?
Yeah, it was Christmas
He
Eve.
remembers everything.
But I understand that Jimmy made it over to your house even though I was in jail.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello? Because we're talking about Taliban.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a what an a-hole.
We're talking endurance here, babe.
Yeah.
And by the way, Jimmy's ongoing thing, the Taliban, was Debbie was dating this guy Naeem.
Yeah, and then they end up blowing up the goddamn.
Well, Debbie is our sister.
Yeah, she's there. Right?
And by the way, God bless her. God rest her soul, man.
Oh, no,
Well, your sister. What do you mean?
How does my father outlive his daughter? See, that's nobody wants that as a parent.
Where's Debbie? What? She's alive.
She's alive.
Huh?
Yes, she is.
I think Debbie.
Debbie, where are you?
Jimmy's asking for you, Deb. I know.
Yeah.
She's right there.
Hi, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Yeah.
Say hi to Deb.
Hey, this is the Taliban.
How are you? You sound so
I was
good.
trying to protect your honor.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's been long gone.
Oh, whoa!
Oh yeah. Please. Yeah.
Where are they?
It doesn't
They're in the
matter where
valley
they are.
somewhere.
Nobody.
You're in the
cares.
United States, or have you married and?
They're in the hills of Granada here in California, in the San Fernando Valley.
They're in the heels of the
This
Taliban.
has been splendid.
Yeah. All right. Is Dad back on? Is Dad not here? Is Doc here? Is Doc not here? Okay. Okay. Hey, Dad, are you there?
Yeah.
I've been watching some of these Dean Martin TV shows.
Oh, God.
You know, from the 70s, and that thing ran for 8 years with huge friggin' ratings.
And you should have been on it, pal.
What, Dad?
The kids say, "Who's Dean Martin?"
Yeah. Well, you know,
You guys didn't do it right.
I wasn't old enough to be his publicist back then. Otherwise,
Nobody should. You need to. Somebody's got to say this guy's great.
I would have had him on the show. That was many years ago. But I was always fascinated with the gold diggers because I love those chicks who dance.
Yeah.
Poontang.
Oh, yeah.
Dean Martin fell in love with one of those girls.
Yeah.
And that Cadillac that she used to sport around town.
Oh, are you
Jimmy?
You're talking about the four that sprung out of the gold diggers,
Hello?
and they called themselves the Ding-a-ling sisters.
Indeedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad,
So you don't think I remember that stuff?
Not now. Bad timing. Bad timing.
Hey, Dad.
Not now.
What?
I don't know why you brought it in here.
They're bringing watermelon to Jimmy. It's like we're trying to freaking do.
Yeah, we're trying to do a show here.
Not now.
We really are.
Bad choice. Timing.
Mart is such the diplomat, isn't
What
he?
are you talking about?
You want a piece of watermelon?
Oh, good. Ask a black man that. Yeah, that's really smart. Right, Jimmy?
M16.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. My buddy Tattoo Dave just asked Jimmy McEachin if he'd like a slice of watermelon.
I was forced.
It's
And
good.
I pulled out an
Jimmy, it's good.
M16.
Take it. Jump it. Grab that, man. It's good.
Well, hold on, man. He's doing a talk show right now.
Yeah. Well, thank
Come
you.
on, bro.
What?
He's doing.
Jimmy McEachin watermelon? That's like.
No, don't do that. Don't go there.
No. And by the way, see,
Second.
hey, Jimmy, at 92 years old, and I'm not 92, but God damn it, I feel like I'm 92. You know, I get it. It's like, you know, this stuff has been stomped into the effing ground.
Yes,
you know?
indeed. I agree.
And you talk about the least racist country in the world, United States of America. Would you not agree? Would you not agree? In this day in 2022. Oh, he's not saying nothing.
No, I'm trying to digest it.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Hello. I just heard somebody.
That's Gary. That's my father.
I'm like Garrett Roberts saying, he just doesn't understand it. We don't get where we're coming from. But, issues that she knows. Well, listen, I went through all that stuff.
What are you saying? Because my dad turned 80, he doesn't understand what we're saying?
No.
Is he too old to understand this now?
He's a mere child.
No, first of all, he's too talented.
Well, to be on this show.
Well, by the way, Jimmy, my dad's also a veteran. Did serve in the military, and but Jay, we're talking about James's, his service in Korea.
Well, that's I've done that.
Yeah, he just wrote a new book, Dad. And I got to get you a copy of this book.
Yeah.
Mom will
get it from your. What is she? Your
22 bucks, Dad. $22.
It's only $30.
$30. It's going up.
Inflation.
I'll get you the book from James.
Bidenomics.
How about hey, Dad? Hey, we're officially in a recession now. Isn't that fun? A recession. Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, Jimmy Carter is having a happy day right now.
Happy day.
He's doing high fives with Barack Obama, man.
Actually, Jimmy Carter was actually a very fine human being.
He
should have stayed out of politics.
He was an idiot when it came to running the country. But I always thought he was a nice guy.
This guy was a humanitarian. He loved America.
Yes.
He loved, but
he did.
He didn't get politics.
No, he's
a peanut farmer.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, you know who he was ruled by now. Now it's all coming to fruition. Right? The wife.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah. Hey,
breaking my heart.
Dad, can you relate? Hey, Dad, are you ruled by our mother?
Not Dad. Carter.
Carter?
Okay, he's throwing you off. I know what I'm doing
good,
here.
man.
I really do know what I'm doing here.
You know you want that.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it. It's good.
Let's
Paul, stop with the frickin' watermelon, bro. He's talking. When he fills his mouth, then he's not gonna be able to talk anymore.
Jimmy.
Jesus.
Take the effing watermelon. It's good.
What is this? Forcing watermelon on Jimmy.
I wolfed mine down.
Would you tell Paul to calm down?
This could be the end of your friendship.
No. With him?
Well, not until you take him back home.
He will never shut me down. He loves me like family.
Well, I said that a few years ago, and then I used a curse word in the car, and he got really pissed at me.
Oh, stop it.
Anyway, Dad, happy birthday,
You've
man.
been drinking in the wrong bar.
All right, well, thank you very
No, happy birthday, and tell Mom happy birthday. Oh, no, her birthday's in September, so is mine, and we turn a little bit older.
Coming up.
And there you go. So, yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I love you. And Jimmy was talking about Mastro's when he used to go see you, and Debbie working over there, and the whole thing.
Is she still over?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? The good old days.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Paul Staples.
Is this considered breaking bread on radio?
What? How are you breaking bread?
Onto this.
It's a watermelon.
Eating.
All right, Dad.
Family.
I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not gonna put you through any more of this horror. Yeah. That's my father. The world's greatest musician.
Happy birthday, Gary.
Plays every
Thank you very much.
plays every instrument.
Hey, Matt.
And by the way,
wait till the ribs show up.
Yeah, wait till the ribs show up. Oh, Jesus God!
What's wrong with him?
I could just see Mark bringing him in.
All right. Here's what I want to get to. And by the way, Mark. No, not Mark. Mark. Mannix.
Oh.
How cool was that Armenian dude? He was a good man, wasn't he, Jimmy McEachin? Who played Mannix? Because I ran into him a few times. Mike Connors. I interviewed him in Philadelphia.
The show is still on the air.
Thought he was a beautiful man. But Mike Connors, a good man to you when you were on Mannix?
I wasn't on Mannix.
Hey, Billy, you know what? Bring that out.
You were on Mannix.
We're not going to eat it. No, let's bring it outside. We're not going to eat in here right now.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Just bad timing with everything, dude. Billy, bring it outside.
Matt, you have a nice day, and I'll put it outside.
All right.
To bring it in.
Billy.
Yeah, no, I know, because someone doesn't know what the hell they're thinking.
Like Mark Boyer. Bring all the food in, bring the watermelon. Bad idea, Mark.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Again.
Does your show always run this smoothly?
It would without you talking too much, Paul. It'd run very smoothly, wouldn't it?
I'm glad this is the after hour.
Jimmy McEachin, are you on your phone?
No.
Okay.
I think we're almost.
James McEachin, Dragnet. Two good guys, and the guy that went on to do MASH, and then, of course, the star of the show, who is not best known, but he did that skit with Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show.
Oh,
that was one of the fun.
Clapper.
Yeah, the clappy, caper. But what was his name?
Jack Webb.
Jack Webb.
Jack Webb.
Oh, Jack Webb.
Yeah,
Only the fat,
yeah.
man. Only the fat.
Yeah. I dine at their booth at HMS Bounty on Wilshire in Hollywood. There is a Jack Webb table there. And I've never had a bad time. I may be over there tomorrow.
These kids today will never know who Jack Webb is.
No, of
don't
course
have
they
a
won't.
clue.
No, of course they won't. And why would you bring that up? Like I care that they know.
No, the kids. These kids. You get, by the way, there are kids that watch the show
Dad,
too.
I said happy birthday. You can hang up. I love you.
Your dad's still there?
Love my father.
Love you, Dad.
Love my father. He was a good dad. He was a good dad. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jimmy McEachin.
That was it.
Let's talk about Raymond Burr's toy train set he had in the hotel room there at the.
Where was that at again?
In Denver.
I think we're almost done.
No, that's Dunaroo. All right. Hey, those of you still digging us on YouTube, thank you for putting up with this sort of after show. We invented the after show, by the way, here at Outlaw Radio, and we just gave you a little taste of what it was. Well, sort of.
In an awkward kind of way.
Not so good.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
It's usually not this awkward.
There wasn't always watermelon involved. I will tell you that.
Why you
Hey,
do
that wasn't done for Jimmy, was it?
Okay,
that's bad.
That wasn't done.
That
wasn't done for Jimmy. I'm talking about watermelon involved, having nothing to do with Jimmy.
He doesn't care about.
Son
this
of a
kind of
bitch,
bullshit.
man.
Okay, but I like the watermelon. I'm a watermelon guy. I'm a Kentucky boy. I like watermelon.
All right, that's it.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's over.
So Jimmy, we're heading for the ribs.
James, you want to put all this stuff back in the bag for you?
Oh, yeah.
You're heading out?
No, we're going to go out back and take it with you.
Mark, it's not all about the fucking food and everything, bro. It's all relax, dude. Jesus, God, man. Let's have some fucking decorum. A little bit.
Hey, James. What bar we want to go to after? What bar? What real?